Hello. Wow.
Hello, everybody. Welcome in to episode 50 of the Echoing Isles.
Whoa, yeah. Woo. Ah, whoa, yeah.
Woo! I was mid-stream when you asked if we're ready. I had to piss.
Oh, okay. I was all like, you were streaming?
No.
No.
Mid-piss stream, obviously.
Obviously. I don't want to make the joke, but I want to make the joke. It's not worth it. Moving on.
Make the
Anyway.
joke. Make the joke, you
How many
whore.
followers did you get this stream?
I don't know.
That's a good one. That's like when I say make a friend. I said that to my uncle at Thanksgiving and he got really concerned.
Daddy long leg in the bathroom.
Oh no.
No.
Oh no.
Daddy long legs are the good ones. They eat the icky things.
It's true, but that doesn't mean I want to be all up in their business.
Yeah, there's little guys. I'm fine with those ones.
Little fellas.
Yeah. Less terrifying than the big, hairy things, you know?
Ugh.
Mm. Agreed.
2 seconds in, we already derailed. I love that.
Yeah, that
for
was
us.
so fast, actually. So, hi, chat.
You're
Welcome in.
welcome.
Welcome into episode 50 of the Echoing Isles. We are halfway to our 100 episode mark. Congratulations to us.
Yippee!
Woo!
It's gonna be a good session today. I'm excited. I don't have any announcements, but make sure you follow my wonderful streamer friends who are here today with us. We love them very much. They're awesome. Please go and follow them if you haven't already, of course. So we can jump in pretty quickly here. You want to start off with the panty roll?
Yes. Mr. DM.
Yeah.
After these American Days of Thanks, I would very much like to express my gratitude towards you and all you do for us in this amazing campaign, and distract you with compliments that make you uncomfortable while I attempt to steal your panties.
Oh,
I was so close! Oh, no way!
That would have been really good.
Think of the clip.
That would have been a hella good
The
clip.
build up.
The lead up to that shit. Well, we don't really require a history check today because we only have one person remaining to do the history check. So, Liari, what happened
that's
last
me.
time?
Oh boy, howdy, what didn't happen last time, Mr. DM? So, last time on Dragon Ball Z, we had to finish the last half of the fight that we had started previously, where we were fighting the Yuan-Ti guards inside of the top of this prison tower. And Azhyria was messed up and cowering in a corner, and everyone was either faring incredibly well or not good at all and was getting their shit wrecked. There was like no in between. And Mauve joined us with some of the people from the riot downstairs, and one dude got swatted immediately. That was funny.
Yeah, they did not last.
Walks up
very
the
long.
stairs and dies. Yeah, and then I think we re-rolled something and had a dude fall back down the stairs as well, which was also comedic during these trying times.
Yeah, I think an NPC
yeah.
fell down, and then two of the
Yes.
Yuan-Tis went.
They slithered away, yes. But yeah, we finished the combat. Everyone's alive in various states of hurt and non-hurt, and we did some healing spells and things of that nature. And I had run to Azhyria, and Mauve at some point had ripped off the hands of one of the snakes to throw to Daff, and she freed herself from the cell, picking the lock with one of those dismembered hands. And so, you know, that trio got back together and talked about well, they kind of just caught up, like, what are you doing here? Why are you here? And the other guy's downstairs, because he's the violent one. And they're like, yeah, crazy. And then they were vaguely hinting at plans that they had moving forward. But they have to drop us off at our next and final destination first, understandably. And then Pyrie made a new friend in Pike, and Pyrie's overly friendly. Pike's seems like a warm neutral. Morkella devoured one of the bodies and spit out all the claws and bones and shit for free. That was horrifying.
Yeah, Pyrie's got a... How much did I put? I sent it to you in your notes there, Pyrie. It was a 60 square feet of Yuan-Ti scale skin. And then you went and collected all the claws, as stated last time.
And
so you have
fangs
20...
and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. You have 20 sets of fangs and, I guess however many claws would have come out of that.
Fangs/claws.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was a really good feast there. And Mads went around and collected all the items coded in Veil magic, and also had returned my daggers to me while I'm laying in a crumpled pile with Azhyria. Because I go to her and I, notice she's hurt, and I ask, what did they do to you? And then she breaks down. And then I break down, and then my brain goes kaplooey, and then I level up out of nowhere. Not like a literal level up, but like my mind unlocks, and I gained new abilities in that moment, which was super sick. And then we were sad and sobbing together for a while, and the other leaders that are here, Darius and Sarah, don't know what to do either, it appears. Because they're looking at the state of Azhyria, and they're like, oh no. Which is more oh no for me. And then when Mads came and gave me my daggers back, I mentioned that she was hurt, and Mads went to heal her, and Mads is having their own interaction because Mads had pinged for the Veil magic and Azhyria lit up. And so when Mads went to go heal Azhyria, they both fell into unconsciousness, into the black void, the end.
What an
That
exciting
was a great
way.
recap.
What an exciting way to end an episode, right?
So, and I would like to play now, thanks. I've been looking forward to this for a week.
Oh, hey,
Please.
just to hold us up a little more. We've
Okay.
kind of been skipping
Well,
over
of
this,
course.
but do we have favorites or things you never want to see again for a D4?
You're right.
I think my favorite part was actually the combat that we had. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the enemies. I wish I
True.
could have got more, more like slicing their fingers off before they took their rings off and transformed. But
That's a good one. Very good, very good. D4 for you.
Wade got smart.
They got panicked because it went sideways very quickly for them.
Hee.
Any
My
additional
favorite
ones,
was-
guys?
My favorite part was Morkella deboning a Yuan-Ti for me.
Deboning
That
is
was really cool and horrifying.
Yeah.
just the worst
Awesome.
description.
She deboned it. She skinned it.
Very
She-
D4 for Pyrie. Terrifying.
I'm torn between two things because I am still in love with the brutality of Mob's character. Like the fact that Mob just ripped off their hands and chucked one over to Daff. And then when Daff got out of the cell and was making out with her and she's like, No, I don't think so. It pushes away. I don't know. Mom's character is just awesome. And then the thing I loved my mind break. All that writing you put into that and everything that happened and Azhyria breaking down, just you keep creating these really powerful emotional moments that I'm a sucker for. So I'm like, oh.
I'm real happy that I could provide trauma that you enjoy.
Yes. So good.
Perfect. D4 for you as well. That puts everybody up next week for a history check. That one's all done. Okay. So everybody has a D4 to use at their leisure. Mauve will be joining us soon when they get home from work, which should be any time, although it shouldn't necessarily impede with what we're doing now. So let's go ahead and dive in, guys. Okay. So, as we ended last time, Mads, you had leaned down to heal Azhyria's wound using it was Cure Wounds. I don't remember what level you used it at, but you did in fact heal the wound. And then outside, Liari watched you and Azhyria both pass out, eyes rolling back in your head as you both slumped either to the floor or against the wall. And then, Mads, at this point, you were falling into a void. And that's where we're going to start. Mads, you are falling. Deeper and deeper you seem to fall, a never-ending chasm where there is no beginning and no end. Everything and nothing seems to happen around you. Your eyes eventually focus after some period of time, and you see Azhyria falling near you as well, maybe 10 feet away. Were they always there? How long have you been here? How could you have missed them? Please go ahead and roll me an Arcana check.
Also, for timing wise, Blaine, when would you like me to attempt the thing?
I will have you attempt it now, because I was going to ask for it here in a second.
Okay. I see them slump over and I kind of panic a little bit because I don't know what's going on, and with my newfound abilities that have just hit me a few minutes ago, I'm going to attempt to detect thoughts to see if I can get inside Azhyria's head specifically.
Perfect. I was going to ask you which one you cast on. Go ahead and expend the use. I guess technically it's counted in D&D Beyond right now. But
did you... Yeah, I was going to say, did you upload my new...
I didn't pull them in because I'm not going to pull you guys in until you get an actual long rest.
That's fair.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a Arcana check as well, Liari. The DC is 15, 20, and 25. All right. Liara, you attempt to reach into the mind of Azhyria, and it's almost as if there is a wall or a shield or something. You can't quite make out. You and magic, but you are unable to see into this situation.
Man. Okay.
Mads, with your DC 22 Arcana. Not DC. DC was 5. With your 22 Arcana, you look a little closer at Azhyria, and she's glowing with that soft magenta light that you recognize from before when you used your Veil Sense. But in here, in this void, it's so bright. It's like a beacon, almost. Then another light seems to appear. In response, a powerful light, golden, permeating the darkness of the void along with the magenta light. You look around for the source and realize that it's you. You're glowing with a golden shimmer in the inky darkness. And as that golden light bleeds out into that darkness, it seems as if it's searching. You feel an urge to reach out with your senses. What would you like to do?
I'd like to... Can I try to walk towards Azhyria? Or I'm falling, so can I try to
Like air
maneuver?
swim?
Yeah, air swim. I'd
Yeah,
like to
yeah.
do the air swim.
I'll say, for all intents and purposes, you are falling, floating. You can't really gauge whether you're falling or floating because it's black. But
Mhm.
you are able to make your way over to Azhyria.
I'd like to see if she's responsive. So just Azhyria, call out to her. So Azhyria, are you okay?
She is gazing out into the dark and turns and looks at you and looks absolutely terrified. Not of you, just of everything.
I'm gonna kind of grab onto her wrist, so that way we're somehow connected. And then I'd like to do, if I could, some sort of look around, maybe use my kind of push out my veil magic and see
Okay.
if something happens.
Sure. We'll go ahead and do that. So you reach over and grasp Azhyria. Her skin feels kind of rough, but not in a way that is unpleasant. It's hard to describe because upon closer looking, it looks a lot like bark. It feels kind of like soft bark, like if bark was skin. As for pushing out your veil magic, you push out your veil sense and look around with it, if you will, in this dark space. By your will, that golden light reaches out as you push your senses further out, deeper and deeper into the dark. Almost like a radar, if you will. And as you look further out, you see pinpricks of light begin to appear. Far away, all these bright, white, glowing lights that you're so used to seeing. And then you feel as if... That's so good. That was such good timing.
Oh my god.
It was
sorry.
mole mole.
As you reach out with your veil sense in this big dark space, you feel as if your mind clicks, as if a piece of the puzzle has finally fit into place, and you see some of those bright white veil magic lights shift into individual colors. Please make 2 rolls. I need an Arcana roll and an Insight roll. You pass both.
Yippee!
For your Arcana check. In this moment, there's so many different colors. There are shades of blues and greens. There's still the white as well, but there's very few blues and greens out there. And you realize that each of these colorful ones is a wielder of Veil magic. Someone who has Veil blood within them. And in comparison to the bright white lights, there are very few. For your insight check, which you also passed, when you look out and you really take in what the colors of lights are, there is only the white for Veil magic that exists. There are blues and greens, which you have determined are other Veil magic users. But there are no other gold or magenta lights other than yours and Azhyria's. As you continue to reach out further with your Veil magic, you search, and it's like stumbling around in the dark. You're looking for anything to light your way forward. And eventually, you seem to feel something through your magic, and it feels solid, but unnatural, manufactured. You can't see it, but you know it's there. And it feels like it goes somewhere. Do you follow it?
Is that the only thing I can tell is around?
That seems to be the only thing that you've been able to find using your magic.
I will follow it cautiously.
Okay. You pull yourself along using your Veil magic, feeling your way forward, or maybe higher. It's hard to tell. You eventually reach whatever the top of this unnatural, solid magic is, and it's as if you're standing atop a mountain that you've climbed. You feel out of breath. You look over at Azhyria, who just seems to be watching as if she can see everything that you're doing. Go ahead and make an Arcana check. You're doing really good with these. Well done.
Ooh, I'm doing well.
You
I
focus
can't
again.
believe it.
I'm so proud of you.
You focus again. Pinging out your senses, trying to see what's invisible to you. There's something here and you can't figure out what it is. And then you're blinded for a moment by a brilliant crimson light. And your eyes adjust and you look at the world sprawled out before you. You see the entirety of the Echoing Isles before you, but not as if it was a map or even a bird's eye view. No, you see it as if it was made up only of Veil magic, like a wireframe. Contained somehow within the broken tide, the sea that surrounds the Isles, is a red miasma, the kind you recognize from your experiences before. And it sits like a blanket over the Echoing Isles, though the hue is exceptionally deeper in Eternia. The other lights dim, the blues and the greens you saw, as the miasma smothers them. One by one, they disappear. Azhyria, shivers next to you and grabs your arm. And as you look towards her, you see she is held fast by tendrils of crimson red magic, attempting to pull her towards what you think must be Eternia. You feel yourself being pulled at the same moment and look down to see yourself just as entwined with crimson tendrils pulling at you. Azhyria struggles, and you try to pull away, but the grip only tightens. Please make an insight check and then another arcana check.
No.
Rip. I had to say something.
Rip. Yeah, you barely passed your arcana check, so well done.
I'd like to say, if I can, I'd like to try to shield Azhyria, if I could try to push her out of the way. So
Okay.
she's not in danger.
Got it. Mads, a flare of golden light bursts out from you, surrounding you, and the tendrils writhe for a moment and release you as the sphere of gold grows larger. It surrounds Azhyria, who is also released. It continues onwards, a supernova of shimmering gold in the inky black and the hazy crimson. After a few moments, an explosion of lights, crimson and gold, flash before you, and the outline of a person hovers in front of you. You recognize them immediately. This is the goddess. You stare in wonder, amazement, love, jubilation, and you don't understand how you know, but you know they also go by another name. Alondra. And then, without warning, you feel as though your mind is assaulted by images, places from the past, from the present, things that could be. Your vision shifts. You find yourself looking outwards in a tavern somewhere. All your friends and acquaintances are there. Liari, Pyri, Joe, Morkella, Benu, Tarvalo, and many more. You're celebrating something, and you feel as though everything is finally going to be all right. It's overwhelming. You finally feel at home, at peace. You feel as though you're happy. And then the vision seems to invert. You instead find yourself standing in front of a large circular hole, at least 30 feet in diameter, and its depths obscured by shadow. The hole is surrounded by strange magic runes and odd-looking machinery. You gaze into the hole and you see mountains of bodies fill the space. Slaves, merchants, friends. You recognize the faces of Joe, the Carnelian twins, Morkella, and many more. All of them unmoving. Their bodies are covered by more as Yuan-Ti around the hole toss in an unending mound of corpses. Your vision shifts again. Instead, you see Pyri standing proudly in front of an orchard, rows upon rows of the fruits she loves so much. She's surrounded by individuals who look a lot like Azhyria. They all look really happy and joyful under the bright sunshine. And then the vision inverts, and you see Pyri's form, crumpled upon the ground in a dying orchard. Pyri's alone, slain, and a foul wind like the breath of a beast, seems to ripple outwards, the final leaves of this dead orchard falling atop Pyre. Your vision shifts again. You see Liari sitting atop a cliffside, the familiar form of Azhyria leaning on her shoulder, and they contentedly gaze at the sunset. Your vision inverts. You see Liari standing before the same cliff, holding a flower, an Azhyria flower. And as the last petal wilts from that flower, she takes a step over the edge. Your vision shifts. You see yourself kneeling before the goddess, before Alondra, at a gorgeous white stone temple in a jungle. She places a hand under your chin and raises you up, pride shining in her face. And then she seems to dissipate into the wind, and you feel stronger, more powerful than ever before. And you know everything will be all right. Then it inverts. You see yourself kneeling before the goddess, before Alondra once again, at the same gorgeous white stone temple in the jungle. Tears run down the goddess's cheeks as red tendrils reach out, holding you fast. You try to wriggle free, terror controlling your actions, but to no avail. She reaches out, a hand under your chin, and you feel her magic consume you. You feel your consciousness being shunted out, not to a heaven or hell or any afterlife, but blown away by a non-existent wind as you watch your body, under the control of the one you loved without question, ventures away from the temple. And in your final moments, you feel sorrow. And then, nothing. You're pulled back to that big, inky void, now lit by your gold. And you see the figure of Alondra gaze at you.
Oh my god, you cook so hard.
A small, sad smile creasing her face. Hello again, Mads. It brings me joy to see you safe. She's just gonna look at you for a moment.
Hello. It's been so long.
It has been. I've missed you.
How are you here? I feel like Mads is like crumpled. Like this is like how?
Well, you have grown much more powerful in my absence than I... You've gotten more powerful than I thought you could become without me. I am very proud of you.
Thank you, Alondra.
And now you know
I've
my
thought
name.
of so many things to say to you, but at this moment I don't.
Well, you must have questions. We'll answer what I can.
Why do you look different?
This is the me. The me that I am now. I wasn't always like this, and I wish I looked different, but there's no reason to hide anything from you now.
What is this place? How do we leave here?
She's gonna kind of just look around in this large space, look back at you. This place has no name, though it is much like magical ley lines, but for the Veil. Long has it been since anyone but I has seen it. I have grown to call it the Veil Network, allowing me to find those who might stand a chance of making their way to me.
Am I supposed to be one of those people?
Yes. You are a rare breed. Few people are able to take that awful miasma and create greatness from it. And only those who can do that can help.
It still doesn't answer my question, though. How do I get out of here? And what is this place?
This place allows me to connect with those who have Veil blood within them, like yourself. I am able to send my magic along this network and create something that I can use to help, speak with, keep track of those like yourself who eventually would find their way to me. It is a way to keep tabs on things, but only those with the veil can access it.
So now that I'm here, now what? Since I'm supposed to come here.
Well, I'm sure you saw many visions.
Many. Some I did not like.
Well, those are fragments of possibility. They are the most likely of outcomes, a dichotomy, depending on your choices and those of the important individuals around you. But no future is certain, and these can change.
Is there anything I can do to make sure that we don't fall into ruin?
There are a few things that you should strive to do. And she's going to look over at Azhyria. She is the last of her kind. There are no others. Know that her death will not save us. They know who she is now and where she is. You must keep her safe, hidden, away from the Yuan-Ti.
You say she's a different... She's a different kind. What do you mean by that? Who is she?
She is a dryad. She is how the eternal night was made. Her people have had a special magic that is all but gone. It is the precursor to what you now wield yourself. It was used to create the eternal night, which shattered our continent and killed so many.
All right, so we keep her safe. Got it. Anything else you could bestow upon me?
The next thing that you must do, which pains me, she's gonna smile sadly again. Well, there are large forces at work, more than most could hope to stop. And I am powerless to fight against these things in motion in my current form. I require another's body. And only then can I attempt to stop that which is in motion. The second night mistake of my making.
Mr. TM,
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to do a perception check on the goddess.
Ooh, what are you checking for?
I don't think she's a real goddess.
Give me an insight check. At advantage. Never mind.
Oh,
That is
That's so dumb.
amazing.
Oh, wow. I'm fine. Anyway.
the fact that it was a 20 is
That's insane.
actually crazy.
It wobbled past the 8, and I was like, all right, it's an 8, but no.
Mads, do you recall reading those journal entries about a woman named Alondra?
Yes, I do.
Putting 2 and 2 together, this is the same person. They're not a goddess. They're a person. How they're alive or whatever they are is still a mystery. But you have like a mind break happening currently.
Yep. So basically everything that Mads believed is not real.
Well, you rolled a natural 20, so yeah.
Oh god, my brain is broken. I feel like Mads is like shattered on the ground. Just like staring at the floor like, wait.
How do you think Mads looks when she makes that connection?
Like, I don't feel like Mads is crying. I feel like they're just like, their eyes are like bugging out of their head. They're like gripping their like their thighs as they just like stare at the ground like.
Points to the emote I just put in chat.
Yeah, that
Just look.
one.
Yeah, like that basically. And Mads is also gonna be very curious about how she got brought back to life. Once she momentarily gets over her shattering.
So yeah, the glass break sound. I don't have one available, or I would play it right now. But
I know, unfortunately I don't either. I'm sorry.
But the glass break sound happens, and there is some amount of time where nothing is said, no words are spoken. Only you having an internal collapse is happening. Though they don't really know why, you do feel like a comforting hug coming from Azhyria. Eventually,
Mads is gonna just like accept the hug, but like they don't know what's happening. They're just
eventually, after an unknown amount of time, Alondra waits for you to raise your head, and she just has that small, sad smile on her face still. I survived the shattering only because I had to. Only because I needed to fix things and set things right and prevent another calamity of this level. And the only way that I could do that is by becoming part of the miasma. I cannot leave Eternia, and every moment that goes by, I become weaker. The world is healing itself from my mistake, but my mistake also brought about the Yuan-Ti.
what have you done?
Her smile shifts a little bit, and you watch as she begins to just silently cry. She continues with, I have done horrible things. Things that I need help to set right. Mads, I think you're the only one who can help.
And what if I don't want to help? This whole time I was led to believe you were somebody you were not, and you want my help.
I can only beg for your forgiveness. But it's not about it's not about me or you individually. It's about saving everyone. If you don't do anything, the Yuan-Ti will succeed, and no one will be left.
Why should I trust you?
She
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
She slowly walks towards you, or floats towards you, if you will. When she gets about 5 feet in front of you, provided you don't do anything to stop her.
I'm just gonna like get up from the floor when I see her coming towards me, just in case she like tries to attack me. But no, I won't stop her.
She walks very slowly up to you, and when she finally gets within 5 feet of you, she kneels herself down in front of you and reaches out, like kind of takes your hand and bows her head and says, "You are the only person that can do this. Please."
Wow. Mads is probably information overloaded. They are just unable to understand what is happening. I feel like Mads would just look at her with disbelief, just like, how could you ask this of me?
Do you actually ask if she asked that? Or did you say that?
No.
Okay.
And I would ask her, though, in extreme detail, what is it that I need to do?
You have two choices. The first, which was she's gonna look even more down if she possibly could. The first was that you would grow strong enough and then come to me, where I reside in Eternia. And you would give your body up to your goddess. You would no longer exist in any capacity. And I would use your body, your power, and mine to destroy what's left of my research, what's left of my magnus opum. The other option, which you might be able to do, is you would come here and I would give my power to you. All of it. And you would stop them.
Again, just disbelief.
At this point, you do start to see yourself and Azhyria kind of flicker a little bit, just a very light flickering. At this point, the goddess, still on her knees, looks up at you, streaks of tears coming down her face. I'm afraid we have run out of time for now. You will be able to contact me this way, as much as you like, as long as you have the power to do so. And I will do anything I can to help you. But Mads, you must keep the Dryads safe. And you must come to me on Eternia. One way or the other. It's the only way things could be set right. She's gonna look
Mads is
down.
gonna look at her and just...
Yeah.
I'm not giving you my body when you can't be honest with me about what's right. And then I'll keep the Dryads safe. And at that, I'll just go over to Azhyria.
Yeah.
There's too many A names.
Yeah, I realized that when I was writing this, and I was like, oh, yikes.
Can I just say, you've said her name right more often than mine. Oh yeah.
At this point, though, I feel like Mads is like turning around to his area, like to his area, and it's like just full sobbing. Like we're not like making like the ugly cry yet, but it's just like streaks.
Yeah. You feel yourself, you and Azhyria, starting to kind of float upwards, if you will, and fade even more. Alondra stays in that kneeling position, staring at the ground. The last things that she says as you get out of earshot. Please, Mads, there is no one else I can trust. You are the only light I could count on when the world sits in the balance of our actions and my mistakes. I'm sorry. As you get out of earshot, your golden light encompasses yourself and Azhyria as you float away and up, 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 until you wake with a start, and it takes a few moments to remember where you are. The cellar. You look and see the gold of your veil magic in this moment is intertwined with the magenta of Azhyria's, and it slowly detaches itself from each other. As you look up to see a very terrified looking Liari.
Is this real life? Are we back?
Yeah, I was gonna say, how much time passed for me
Yeah.
not in that space?
Oh, like a minute.
Cool. They collapse and I'm like, what? No! Oh my god! What? And then
How long are
I'm
we?
like
How long are we
holding her
down?
and shaking her, and I'm sobbing, and then Mads wakes up, and I'm like, what did you do? There you go.
Oh,
That was
nice.
my minute.
That's your whole minute.
That
During
was
that
my
minute,
I'm just, and like, I don't know. I probably would have yelled to the others, like, what
much
happened?
time
Like,
would've-
would it?
Past like, what did it felt like for us?
for you, it
in this-
probably would have felt
Yeah.
longer than that, at least an hour, or longer
Okay.
even. You were in there a long time.
It feels like I've been out for at least an hour.
What are you talking about? And I'm just holding as.
I'm gonna look at Azhyria and just like, I don't know, just look at her, see how she's doing. See if we make eye contact. See if she says anything to me.
Azhyria is kind of coming out of what looks like a daze, and she's gonna look at you with those giant citrine eyes, just freaked out about what happened, and then see Liari, and then realize where she is, and she is curled up, knees to the chest, now against the wall. She rolled a 2.
Oh, not again.
All right, I'm gonna look at Liari and I'm just gonna. Are you aware of who she is? Like her magical bloodline?
What are you talking about?
I just. When we went into that dream, I was told by my goddess, and I'm gonna like try to keep it together when I say her name. That we need to protect her specifically because she's a dying breed of veil magic user.
What's veil magic?
Oh.
It's
You joining the conversation? Are you like walking into the? How many people are trying to get in this cell right now?
Sarah
I
and
feel like
Darius are
Mads
just
is like
bleeding.
too locked in on the conversation and it's just like, yeah, no, I can't explain that right now.
Side conversation with me and Mauve. Pyre explaining that Mads turns into a chicken sometimes.
Oh, like how
Oh.
you turn into a rat.
Kind of, but less of the chicken, more of just the wings, and kind of flaps. I don't know. Not really a fly. It's kind of a hover.
Well, chickens don't fly, so that checks.
Yeah, that's what chicken. That's
God. Cool. I'm ignoring that, and I'm just looking at Mads, and I'm looking at Azhyria, and I'm like, of course she's special, but what? She has nothing to do with any of this. What are we? No.
Unfortunately, it seems like she has something to do with it because I was told that she needs to stay alive by someone I thought I was aware of or someone I knew, but apparently that was wrong as well.
Well, obviously, I'm gonna keep her alive. That's why we're here.
We need to keep her
And I'm
at least
just.
safe and possibly hidden.
Well, that moves up my timeline, but I don't disagree. What happened? You said you were going to heal her, and then you guys just collapsed.
We ended up in some weird dreamscape that's also like the interconnectivities of veil magic, which we both possess. And I met who I thought was the goddess. The goddess is not real. Yeah. Mads is gonna stalk off after that. They're done. They're gonna start crying.
I'm just.
And then, like, over her
That whole
shoulder,
time.
Azhyria can tell you. I'm gonna walk over here and like look in my bag and like try to make it look like I'm not crying.
Performance.
Oh no! Here we go. Mad Dog Mads. Oh.
Eh.
To
You're
be fair, my inside's cracked. I don't believe you, regardless of what you roll. But
no. I was gonna say with a 12, you obviously are trying to hide it. But you're very much seen through by Liari. Not even a question.
Pyre sees everything. So Pyre's just gonna walk up, pat Mads on the back, and hand them an orange peel. Because candy fixes everything.
I thought it was just a peel for a second. I forgot you made him candy. I was like,
Yeah,
It's just an
the
orange
candied orange peel like thing, and just
Hey, Pyre.
Mads
You-
will take sad little bites.
Sad little things. It's funny.
pat the chicken.
God. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Are you
If I
feeding the
start
chicken?
talking to you, Candy.
Say what?
What was that, Blaine?
No, I was making a joke. What'd Mom say?
Oh, Mom said, if I start crying too, do I get candy?
Do you want a piece? Pyre's just gonna like shake a little bag that she has with some of them in it.
Yes.
Wow.
Just Pyre's just gonna stick the orange peel in Mauve's mouth.
Oh. Thanks.
So, anyways,
Hold. Pyre, you see Daff give you a very obvious side eye.
Sorry, who?
The Liari coded one.
Oh. Okay.
Additionally,
Sorry.
while you were digging around for an orange peel, Pyrie, with
Uh-huh.
your awesome perception, and now that you're looking in your bags,
Uh-huh.
there is a strange glow coming from a bag you've had with you the entire time. A little pouch that you keep your dried fruits in and the seeds.
Oh, fun. Pyre's just gonna, because more than likely Pyre put everything in the bag of holding, so she's gonna just whole arm in bag to yoink out.
You yoink out a bag with seeds, or just the seeds themselves?
The glowy thing.
The glowy thing. Well, you pull the glowy thing out. And in your hand are the seeds for the trees that you want to plant. And they are glowing.
Well, that's new.
That doesn't bode
Is it
well
like-
that they
Is it
want.
like a constant glow? Is it like a woo kind of glow? What kind of glow is it?
The fact that you got a sound effect and I knew exactly what you meant is so
Yeah,
good.
I know.
So
We
good.
all got it.
Mhm.
That's so anyway. It is a constant glow. They seem to be glowing almost like a magenta-y color.
Oh
Wait,
God.
Seeds, the bag. Wait, hold on. I'm confused. Is it the seeds or is it the bag? I'm a little.
The seeds.
Or is it the fruit? Okay.
The seeds are glowing.
Don't tell me they're growing.
They're not growing.
Pyrie will
They're not
fucking
growing.
cast some shit right now and be like, "This is it. This is the spot." Pyrie's just gonna like hold them in the bag and just be like, and just look at the funny Voidosy lady, and then look at the seeds and be like, "Hey, Larry, my
What,
seeds
Pyrie?
are glowing. They're glowing the same color as the lady." Gestures at.
What are you talking? What seeds, Pyrie?
Harry's going to take one of the seeds out and just huck it straight at Larry's head.
Yeah, I'm gonna catch that, because what the hell?
Exactly.
Your acrobatics
seeds.
is so fast, you catch it.
Yeah,
My seeds. For my trees. For my fruit. The plants,
Mr.
Larry.
DM,
Yeah.
I'd like to do a little ping again to see if the seeds are lighting up with
Yep.
veil magic.
You ping. They sure are lighting up.
Sure. Okay. I'd like to go up to the seeds.
whose seeds? My seed or Pyrie's seeds?
The seed that just got thrown.
You're coming to me?
Yippers.
I'm just gonna look at it and be like, "It's a seed, Pyrie." What do you?
Well,
gonna
it didn't
can I
glow
Take
before.
it out of your hands.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you.
I'd like to try to put veil magic into it.
Oh God.
Hang on. I gotta contemplate this. Give me a second.
Like, yeah. Pyrie, you're telling me your scary face fruit things have glowing seeds? Like, I'm not surprised by anything anymore.
Well, they didn't glow until just now. Over
I'm gonna-
200 years, and I've never seen any of these glow before.
I'm gonna look at Pyrie. I'm gonna ask, can I try something with it?
I've got a bunch.
Perfect.
Pyrie's going to very intently stare at whatever Mads is going to do. And just just face to screen, kind of like, what's gonna happen? Yeah, she's locked the fuck in.
Me too, bro.
Blaine's like, man, I really wonder what's gonna happen.
I actually am really. I have other things. I didn't consider this one. and
Wait,
that's on me.
did I do it? I did it.
You broke me.
I confused the DM. I threw off the DM.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, I
Congrats,
gotta
congrats.
go look.
Great feeling.
Read a thing. Okay.
I'm gonna be honest. I think catching Blaine off guard is not in my skill set. So
At this point, I think I've made it in art form.
You really
yeah,
have.
y'all can hold the crowns on that one.
Mhm.
I'm just
doesn't
living
happen
my
very
life
often
in my
for me.
trauma corner.
Pyre's the real MVP at throwing off
Okay.
Mr. Chia.
It confuses the DM,
Mm-hmm.
makes them think,
Confuses,
"Wait a damn minute."
Horrifies.
Yeah.
Horrified.
Mr.
My
DM,
favorite
what
question.
constitutes a bone?
Just don't even start that shit with me. Okay.
I think the
Careful,
most I
that's a fun
brought to
rule
the
for leader.
campaign was rolling for STD. I think I can't. That's all I got.
You rolling for STDs was, yeah.
That's the best I got. I don't know.
Shit's
Okay.
fucking funny though.
Okay, I know what happens now. Okay, I got that. I got this. We're back on track. We're back on track, everybody.
Are we?
Ooh. Mads, go ahead and mark a slot of your Veil Magic, please. As you push a monochrome of your power into this seed, which is visibly glowing a magenta color. It slowly shifts and becomes almost an amalgamation of magenta and gold, splitting down the middle with like a wiggly line to the point where one half of it is gold and the other half is magenta. And this just seems to kind of shimmer in random directions across the seed.
I'm gonna look at Pyre and just be like, Pyre, has this ever happened to you before?
It's never even glowed before. Pyre's just fully just staring at it, just like, oh.
I'm gonna glance at Azhyria and... Azhyria, can you attempt to put a little of your veil magic on the seed as well?
I'm just gonna go absolutely not, and if you hold your hand out with the seed, I'm swatting it. It's going across the cell.
I didn't ask you, I asked Azhyria. She's a grown woman, she can make her own decisions. And as far as I
That's
recall,
true, and
you
I just
guys
swatted
aren't
your hand.
dating. So,
Okay.
Pyre's gonna chime in and be like, don't you dare throw
I'm
that
being-
seed. I will use you as fertilizer for it, I swear to God.
Azhyria will lean
It's all falling
over,
apart.
look at Mads as you kind of like ask that question. Look down. They don't respond, though.
Can I have a seed, Matt?
yeah, if Azhyria is not going to do anything, I'll give it back to Pyre.
Fantastic. Pyre's going to toddle her little butt over to Az and like kneel down and like goes to like gently hold Az's hand, and it's just like, can you please just like a drop? This fruit is very important to me, and it'd be amazing if even a tiny bit could grow. Please.
Please make me an Arcana check and a Nature check, would you?
Okay, Arcana.
Irie, is now really the time to be talking about your fruits. With everything that's going on, look at her. We need to get out of here.
That's 12.
Irie. There is some kind of magic emanating from Azhyria, but it's hard to gauge what it is. It's probably veil magic, shrugs. However, with your nature check, you do find there's something wrong with the way that Azhyria is acting outside of being in a horrible place. Like, obviously this place isn't good, but there's something else going on here. But because it wasn't a good Arcana check, I can't help you with that.
Can I try?
4 thingy, the little rolly
if you
die.
roll a 4, yeah, it'll go. DC is 20.
D4, I choose you. Fuck you.
Nope.
Can I try to
Yeah.
perceive since I'm close by?
Give me an Arcana check. Mads, you ran in here and healed Azhyria, but you really didn't give her a good once over. And now that you do, you take a really close look. Give me... No, you rolled a 25. You can tell that Azhyria is under the effects of at least one spell currently. With a 25, give me a luck check, which is just a d20.
Thank you for the reminder.
Those
I
went
forget every.
so well for us last session.
It's
For all
gonna
of us. It
determine
wasn't
which-
just Mads. It was like,
Fucking Jesus Christ.
that's what we needed, baby.
Ah.
Maybe, I don't know. This could be good.
The DM grows.
Lamau, fuck your plans, Blaine.
That's fine. Mads, you are just done. You're done with everything. Magic? Cool. I know what magic that is. Azhyria is under the effects of the Giaz spell and the befuddlement spell.
Oh god.
Uh-huh.
Oh god.
I'm gonna look at Pyrie and Liari and say that exactly. That they're under the
Cool.
befuddlement spell and Giaz.
Mr. DM,
I'm assuming befuddlement
Pyrie
is what it sounds like.
Pyrie is simply going to give Az a little boop on the nose. Nose boop.
Additionally, I'd like to use Dispel Magic.
That's what I'm using too.
Oh, perfect. Never mind.
Yeah.
I didn't
both
see that
didn't-
you had done that. I just thought you were booping.
Yeah, no, boop on nose with Dispel Magic. Teehee haha.
Haha.
Looking, because I have
Bippity
specifics
boppity
here.
boop.
Okay. That would be... I have to look the thing up real quick. Hang on. Ow. That would be. All right, Pyre, what level did you cast that at?
Automatically goes to level 3.
Level 3? Great.
3rd level.
Go ahead and you're gonna roll a d20, and it's gonna get a +3 because of the level you're casting it at.
Okay.
I gotta double check something.
Anything else?
I don't know yet. I got.
What's the level of befuddlement? Because we already know Gios is 5, right?
Would your characters know?
I don't, dude. I don't.
It's in the-
I don't know about the magic users. I'm just saying because that's relevant information to how Pyre is using her
Right.
thing right now.
This. Okay. Any for higher use spellcast TC 10 plus that spell level.
Rugs.
Using your spellcasting modifier. Okay. That's how that works. Cool. Okay. Go ahead and roll me a d20.
Still the +3?
No, you get a +5 to it. It's your modifier, so it'll be +5 because of your wisdom.
Cool.
Oh, easy.
Okay. Yas is dispelled.
Yay! I did a thing.
Azhyria looks up at you.
Wait, does that mean befuddle is higher than that? My God, what does it mean?
Befuddle wouldn't be considered a curse, would it?
No.
No. Technically, Gios is a curse.
Oh.
Azhyria
Just a spell.
looks up at you,
Yeah.
Pyre, and takes your hands. Thank you.
No problem.
He's gonna turn and look at
Continue.
everybody else. I can't. And she seems to struggle for a moment. Think clearly. Just kind of like stares for a moment. He seems a little lost.
I was
Well,
gonna
how do
just
we fix it?
look at Mads and be like, so clearly I did something. Your turn.
Would if I also did a dispel magic, could that potentially dispel it?
Well, it would have gone off on Pyres.
Choose
Yeah,
one
there's
creature,
two things.
object, or magical effect within range. Any ongoing spell of level 3 or lower.
Auto ends, and for each
So it
ongoing
is
spell
all of
for
them, yeah.
higher arrows, it's all of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
That being
Which
said,
is why I was like, what does that mean? Why is it still there?
weird.
Ah, okay.
Right. That's so I'm just like, how do we fix it?
I don't know.
Nope. Now I'm confused.
I got nothing.
Waits to see what the players do.
I don't.
I
I
don't
literally have
know.
nothing
Magic
besides. Well. No, it doesn't help me.
mean, technically speaking, I could upcast it again, but if it didn't work for all the things, then shrugs.
Yeah, you just
Would you say that
dispelled
the
everything
target
above
is
level 3.
possessed?
Like,
Possessed, charmed, or frightened?
Based on your Arcana previously, they are not any of those.
Okay. Man.
because my thoughts is if it's not a spell, that wouldn't be dispel. Is it an effect? Like, this is all high table conjecture because Liara doesn't know shit, right? But
High table, it is a spell, but it can only be gotten rid of by certain things.
oh, fascinating.
Uh,
Well,
I'm gonna look over at Markella. Wait, where's Markella? Markella.
digesting in a corner.
Markella.
Markella! Markella!
I'm
Morkella's
gonna yell for Markella from the doorway. Come hither.
Well, hello, Mads. What can I do for you?
Markella, we have a bit of an issue and I was hoping you might be able to help. Azhyria here is under befuddlement and we can't seem to cast anything that'll break it. Do you have anything that you could help us with, perhaps?
Wow.
No way.
Dude, she was already a genius. At 33 is crazy.
That's awesome.
That's nuts.
Goated
Real.
fungus.
Goated fungus. Crazy words.
Love that fungus.
See, I tried. It didn't work. That's for Mads.
We have, I think, different general versions of what love means.
I want to know what love is.
Liaria's been showing you this whole time, Blaine.
Mads does not want to talk about love right now.
Brutal.
Morkella considers for a moment. I do not have the spell prepared that would resolve this issue. I will have to take time and prepare one.
What's the spell?
The spell would be either heal or greater restoration.
Greater restoration, you say?
Indeed.
Ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha, Mr. DM. I'd like to cast greater restoration.
I'm sure you would love to cast greater restoration if it was prepared.
What? It is prepared.
Is it?
Yeah,
She's had that for a while.
No.
I've used it.
I
it's right
looked-
underneath Gios.
Oh shit, it is prepared. Holy shit! I thought it wasn't prepared. That's amazing. I'm so proud of you right now.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yay.
You reach out,
Before.
touch Azhyria. Befuddlement
Oh, I think I cast that twice.
You did.
I did.
is removed. Azhyria blinks a few times and a little cloudy layer on her eyes disappears, and they are a bright citrian yellow, beautiful, as she looks at everyone. Thank you so much. I have been trapped here, unable to do anything for so long. She's gonna lean over, and Liari, she has a level of recognition of you that she did not have before, as she's gonna lean over, pull you in really, really tight, and give you a really, really hard hug.
I'm going to return that hug and just like let out this kind of like sigh sob thing and then just be like, oh, thank God. I thought they broke you. I didn't. Are you okay? What happened?
I'm just gonna look up past everyone directly at Sarah. She's gonna let you go. She's gonna take steps forwards right in front of Sarah. She's gonna put both hands on Sarah's shoulders. It's not your fault. And at this point, Sarah has a mask on, but you can hear the cry coming from behind it. Azhyria gives her a hug. And then turns back. There was a trap that was set, and I was caught in it. And for some reason, they didn't kill me on the spot. It was the big snake, the big scale skin, Zeresh. Wait, I have a name I need to say. Hang on. There was Zeresh, that scale skin who's running everything now. There was Lubdur, the bull, who was ruler in the Iron Tower until maybe a month ago or so. He had taken some person named Thornbridge under his wing, someone from Silversong. And I'm not sure who's in charge now, but Lubdar was killed during a rally. I was taken captive, and Sarah wisely chose to leave and inform the Freehold about the situation.
I'm just gonna step forward and kind of put a hand on Azhyria's shoulder. And then I'm gonna look at Sarah, and while that personally irritates me, it was probably the right choice, and Azhyria had already forgiven her, so I'll just nod in her direction.
Okay.
Why do you think they captured you? They took this chunk out of your side. Do you remember what happened?
They were testing for something. They seemed very excited, but I don't know why. Not sure what they wanted me for, but they didn't harm me very much. They just locked me up in here.
I guess small blessings. That wasn't what it looked like when I found you, but could have been worse. We both know that, so.
It definitely could have been much worse. She's gonna turn to you again. She's gonna take your hand. Thank you so much for coming. It means so much to me.
Always. There's no question. But we do need to talk about what comes next. Can't stay here, and there's things in motion.
Of course, of course. She's gonna take a second. She's just staring at you, and she kind of reaches up and kind of pushes some hair back behind your ear. All right. She's gonna turn and kind of like really take everybody in all at once. You with the horns, and you, my friend, thank you so much for ridding me of those awful restrictions. Directing that
I was gonna be like,
Pyrie and Mads, yeah.
so can you touch my seed?
Of course.
Pyrie.
Holds it out. She's just like really antsy. This is the closest she's gotten to anything with this damn thing.
I'm not letting go of the hand, so I'm just coming along.
Oh god, you're coming along.
I'm along for the journey.
With her other hand, Pyrie, as you hold the seed in yours, she reaches out and presses a finger gingerly. Actually, hold on. I need to check something. No. Okay. She's gonna reach out and touch the seed, and you watch as the magenta portion of it seems to glow a little bit brighter. Too bright. Too bright. It's hot. You drop the seed.
Ow.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for that to happen. I'm just gonna lean down and pick it up. After like kind of touching it to see if it was hot, it seems to have cooled off a little. She picks it up, hands it back to you. These are very interesting. What are they?
Harry's gonna immediately perk up and just be like, so there are these seeds that I grew up with, and they come in this fruit, and she's gonna whip out like a little piece of the dried fruit. Be like, it's super tasty, but I've been trying to grow them, and I can't find a place to grow them because they won't stay alive. So I've been looking for a place to grow them, and this is the first time anything has happened. I've never seen them glow before. Why did it turn molten hot? That's so cool. I wonder if I pour all of your like magic stuff, will they grow if I put them in soil? That would be really good. Mads, do you think we can start a grove together?
I don't know. We could try. We should probably figure out how to get out of here, though.
Fair point.
Of course.
Tyre's going to just like put the seed carefully back in like the bags and shove it back in.
Okay.
The funny little pouch.
Azhyria will take this moment and kind of step out, take a look around, kind of look between Darius, Liari, and Sarah. This is a very large rescue party.
Yeah.
Tyre's gonna scoot and be like, we picked up some people.
Half of us needed rescuing.
And who are you?
The name's Mauve.
Mav.
I'm gonna look past Azhyria to Liari and be like, I'm assuming this is your person of interest.
Yes, this was the reason we needed to come here. Now we're gonna need to find a way out and to move forward. And then I'm gonna kind of look at Darius and Sarah because they're kind of leaders in all of this, and I'm gonna say, obviously we need to fill in Azhyria, but I kind of think Mauve needs to know what's going on now.
Taking down the scale skins. She's gonna like smirk at you.
Yeah, something like that. And I don't know, Mauve is proven to be trustworthy thus far, and she came up to provide aid when she did not need to, so I think she has a right to know so she can make her own decisions moving forward with the information that we have available to us.
Came up to provide aid? She's gonna look around and see the bodies, but like, were we holding a floor below?
Oh, just you wait and see, darling.
You said your name was Mauve.
It is.
Any relation to the Longbows?
You're looking at the last living heir. Her smile is gonna grow wider.
Pyri Liari. Liari, your insight will grant you this. Pyri, your passive perception will grant you this. Azhyria immediately becomes more tense. Well, it's lucky that you're on our side.
I'm on any side that wants to rid this city of the snakes.
Something we can agree on.
Mauve's gonna extend a hand to shake.
Oh boy.
Azhyria will look down at your hand and look up at you without moving their head, just the eyes. They do not take your hand.
Pyri's gonna interject into this and go over to both of them, take their hands, join them together, and also hold their hands, and just kind of like does a look down at both of them. How tall are both of them?
Azhyria's not that tall. Make a good look.
Okay.
I think I'm only like 5'9".
Okay,
So
Pyri's,
they're
I believe,
similar.
5'11", 5'10". Pyri is 5'10". Can we roll funny? Can I roll funny intimidation
Funny
On
intimidation?
Azhyria?
on both of you?
Oh, you're
Mauve
trying to
and
intimidate
Azhyria.
me too?
Like mostly
sure.
as, but like passively Mauve.
Liari,
So
how
that
tall
way
are
it's
you?
like. Isn't Larry only like 5'6" or 5'9" or something?
Looking for you. I
'Cause
have her at
Pyri's the tallest.
5'8".
Yeah, Pyri's the tallest out of the group.
Azhyria
of
is
the
5'8" and a
original trio.
half.
I'm 5'6". I'm a shorty.
Yeah,
Okay.
Pyri is 5'10".
Pyri, go ahead and roll intimidation for funsies. As the combating roll.
Eat
That's
shit.
really, really good, actually.
Oh my god.
Pyri's gonna like forcibly like make them like shake hands and just kind of like looks down at Az, and it's just like, great, so now that we're all friends and together and on the same side, we should definitely get out of here together safely.
Mom,
And she
give
has
me,
like just like there's a menacing smile on her face.
Oh god.
give me a charisma check, Mom.
A charisma check.
Check.
Okay.
That definitely sounds like it's up your alley. I believe in you.
Well,
It's almost
That was almost a
You-
1.
You both begrudgingly allow your hands to be placed together. Well, Azhyria begrudgingly. Mav, you have a bit of a smirk. You two shake hands. Azhyria wipes hers off eventually.
Damn. Do I notice that?
Yeah. What's your passive
Noted.
perception?
Oh, it's not very high.
Oh,
It's
yeah, they give
10.
you an actual perception. Oh, actually, you
as
physically,
intimidating.
unless you get a nat
Oh.
20, you cannot see what she does with her hands like that.
That's,
Oh my
yeah,
God.
I got a 2 anyways, so.
Fair. You don't
Okay.
notice.
Blind rat
Wait,
moment.
notice what?
Yeah. Little blind mole
As
rat,
is being a
notice
little
what?
racist.
Ah. Okay. Pyrie has like insanely high perception though.
You do, actually. Go ahead and roll your perception, Pyrie.
The crazy one that looks like a 22.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, wait, question. I have a
Two
question.
things.
I have a question. Was I actually able to intimidate Az though?
Yeah.
Intimidate is strong.
Okay, well, be creepy weird.
Creepy weird, absolutely. it's the you had like the ant vibes, like play with your cousin now.
Ha.
I was thinking more like menacing smile of just like, oh dear God, what the hell is she gonna do to me?
Oh, that too. I like that. That's better. Mav, I will say that you do actually see it because Azhyria managed to roll a 1. So she doesn't hide it.
Oh, okay. Noted.
Pyrie's gonna look at Larry and just be like, really? Like, this is your type kind of shit. And, and just shake her head and walk away.
I'm unbothered because I don't know their history, but I know Az, so I'm like, okay. Weird, but Mob's on our side, so I'm not gonna worry about it.
At this point, Azhyria will kind of turn and look around the whole of the group and be like, so who's lead here?
I'm gonna gesture to Daff and Pike to kind of grab whatever equipments or supplies they need from this room. I'm gonna start heading downstairs. But as I'm walking away, like oh, sorry, my mouse is dying. Like around here, I'm gonna call out from without turning around and be like, technically I am.
She's been our guide. That's for sure.
Amazing.
We were able to purchase her freedom, and she's been taking us through the sewers so we can get by relatively undetected. Is Mav really not going to stay for the explanation of the plan? When I just said you can know what's going on.
You did say that, but then also, like, Mob's thinking is that you've also mentioned that you guys need to head out. There's also an additional cohort of people downstairs, and she would not think twice about gathering everybody together and then explaining it. So unless you stop her, she's definitely, like, the last thing that she heard was where we need to go, who's in charge, and then that's kind of like, okay, let's go downstairs and regroup.
Amazing.
Okay, then I probably will try to stop Mob verbally and just be like, if you want to know what's going on, I suggest you stick around for the explanation because we're only going to go through it once and then we got to get moving.
She'll come back and just sit on this chair.
Okay. And then I don't know if we want to roleplay this out or kind of speed it up for a time, but
Yeah.
I imagine I would at least start the conversation of like going through everything sort of quickly, but from the beginning, like,
You give the whole rendition.
right, like we're here to invade Stoneguard, to bring down everything before they can take the next shipment of slaves, and there's team A, team B, blah blah blah, and then whatever we need to do next, and then I don't know if Darius or Sarah break in at any point, whatever, what have you, but
They'd
we're
probably
going over it.
Yeah, they'll probably chime in for details, maybe related to the Freehold Rebellion and other stuff. Sarah seems. Your insight's 21. Sarah is uncomfortable when you start bringing up very big details about the assault in front of Mauve, but doesn't say anything. Azhyria is just listening.
So I'm gonna recap this from Mauve's perspective. Correct me if I'm wrong. You guys have come here to kill all of the snake people, free the city, and stop a shipment of slaves?
Yeah, in its essence, for sure.
More or
To the shipment of slaves is incoming or outgoing?
Outgoing. They're all already here, and they were
Ah.
going to be shipped out to Eternia. And so we're
okay.
stopping them before that happens, and we're
so that they don't
like,
go to Eternia.
right, and we're trying to take over this spot as like a kind of a checkpoint, because at some point Eternia is going to need to be dealt with. So if we can keep this spot away from the hands of slavers, that's the idea.
Mauve would ask who you intend to leave in charge of Stoneguard. Because it is a city, and cities require governing.
The leaders have already discussed what they're going to do with that. That's their business.
However, the party will be putting in a good word for Tarvalo.
Yes. I recall that. Have we
Just
not already
mentioning
done
that.
that? That I don't recall. I don't remember how much of that has already been discussed.
Post takeover of Stoneguard, there will be an instatement of government, and your
Right.
deal with Tarvala was to recommend him.
Yep. I remember that. So yeah, that's for the higher ups to decide. We just need to get this done first. That's all a pointless endeavor to discuss unless we're successful.
Who is Tarvalo, High Table? Is that a Stoneguard person, or is that someone that is part of the
That one's
Freehold?
from Melody
No,
Cove.
that's the funny gambling man. Did you make it that far?
Okay, not yet.
He's a great time.
Okay.
It's funny.
We love Tarvalo.
Mauve will ask if, like, what intentions or plans would the Freehold have in terms of instating leadership for her and her family name? Because we are technically founders.
Okay, well, unless you tell us that, I know I don't know. So I just look at her and be
don't
like, why do you have some kind of claim to it? Like, you were a slave a few hours ago.
Azhyria will turn and look at you at that.
Wow.
Damn.
I don't think
I'm
that your family deserves remembrance.
And now I'm gonna look at her and kind of nudge her and be like, what the fuck? She's our ally.
Ooh, Mauve's face is gonna
The 20 kills me. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, that's so
Mads in the
valid.
corner is gonna be, everyone I know is a liar.
What the Are you good? Holy shit!
Oh, I'm just gonna shuffle people. This isn't them actively moving. It's just me moving people into positions that make more sense for having a conversation.
Right, we're not all cramped in a
Right, yeah, like that
circular
wouldn't make
spell
sense
and
to me.
doorway.
Something along these lines would make sense to me.
I
Mads
love how
is
you left Mads in the corner.
literally
crying.
crying in the corner.
Mauve is going to be visibly upset by this comment from Azhyria, but she's gonna bite her tongue and just be like, anything else? And then if there's nothing else, she's gonna just stand up and turn and walk away downstairs.
For the record, I didn't hide that I just elbowed her and looked at her a type of way, so you can take that however you want.
Azhyria does not break eye contact until Mob goes around the corner.
Can I read Mauve's body language?
Sure.
For like how she was feeling about that? Obviously, you're trying to leave, but like while you were still here, to see how she took that information and if she's turned against us or what have you.
Mauve hidden roll, persuasion, deception, or performance, your choice. Don't tell me which one it is. Liari, insight, please.
Oh, don't tell you which one it
Yeah.
like don't verbally say it?
Well, like, roll it secretly, I mean.
Like secretly from you as well?
Oh, no, secretly from everyone else.
Okay.
It's
What
just
were my
more like,
options? Deception.
Persuasion,
performance,
deception,
persuasion?
performance. Okay. Would you describe what Liari might pick up based on that roll?
Mauve realizes that she is not among friends, and she holds no loyalty to any one person, regardless of mutual goals.
There you go. So that's what you get as Mob makes their way around the corner and down the stairs. So.
Hold on, I have to check if the mental thing is still active because I don't even remember how long we had. Yes, it is. Okay, then I'm just mentally gonna reach out to her and be like, you don't have to like us, but we're on the same side. Don't betray us. We don't plan to break our deal with you, and I hope you don't break yours with us.
She's only gonna respond with, I'll get you to the tower.
Well then.
I'm just gonna look at Larry and then look at Az and like just be like, if we die, I'm blaming her.
Jesus Christ.
And is just like mildly gesturing at Az. Because now Pyrie does not like Az at all. With everything that is transpiring.
There is a lot to chew on from this episode, to be honest with you. We're only halfway through, guys. Speaking of being halfway through, this seems like a great time to go to break.
My D&D!
Oh, okay, guys.
That's
Yeah, we're gonna go hit up a 5-10 minute break. We'll be back. Don't go anywhere, so you can hear all the commiseration when we come back.
I think you both are
We're back.
valid from both of your perspectives.
Yeah.
Like the
Oh,
reasoning for like each of your guys' reactions makes sense for your characters.
Hence why
Yeah,
I said
I think-
I'm just worried moving forward, right? Like
Mhm.
how are the differences in interactions going to, is it going to build to a boiling over point, which will not be good, or like, you know. Hi chat,
Yeah,
welcome
yeah,
back.
yeah.
We were discussing
Yeah, I said
basically
something
what's
about
going to happen now that Pyrie has decided she doesn't like Az. That,
Yeah, well, Pyrie is. Yeah, the fact that like Pyrie witnessed all of this and then also felt the need to even interject with Az and Mauve, because that was weird.
Sure.
And then just like the continued like tension, like as people are like learning about each other and stuff, and it's just like, yeah, Pyrie's was a fan of Az, is no longer a fan of Az, and is now extremely wary of her, and is like is fine with Larry, but also is mildly judging Larry for her taste in partners.
That's not new. That's not new.
But it's
though.
worse now. Like,
Dude, I was taking shots earlier just for wanting to protect her from your damn seeds. And y'all start.
It was just like, Larry, keep it in your fucking pants for God's sakes, and now it's Larry, what the hell did you do?
Oh,
I did nothing. But I understand why you don't know that, right? Because again, my history and my trust in Az is like, so I can see Pyrie's distaste for what just happened with none of us have any knowledge of what just happened, really. I just have a trust in her built over like hundreds of years. Or I guess decades, really more. I can look at the timeline again, it doesn't matter, but
long
Yeah.
time. Long time.
a long time for sure.
Yeah,
There's a massive basis there. So the only thing that I can see, because I don't really want to sway Pyrie either way, because I think it's fine to have discourse, but more so I would hope that Pyrie's trust in me would be enough to at least make it not hostile, but that's entirely
Wait,
however you play it is how you play it.
Hold on.
Oh, no.
We have a meme.
Is it an emote or a GIF?
It's gonna be a GIF. It's gonna be whoopsie.
A good old
Aw,
GIF.
You hate when I say GIF, and you still leaned in with me.
Okay, so it started like this,
Oh,
Right.
hang on.
and then
I'm gonna have to.
hold on.
Yeah, that was me
And
too.
then-
I was
Yeah,
looking at him.
I don't
it
know how to
went-
show this to
It
the
went
chat.
from that to
Yeah.
to then this.
To prepare chat in advance.
Lowering.
They're both Loki gifs, by the way, which is funny.
God.
That this is Skarsgård, right? That's his name. Something Skarsgård. That's the actor. It's funny that both of them are him in the same character, and that Loki goes through the range of emotions that you needed in that moment.
We're getting
'Cause
there,
it's
guys.
Just the what the fuck is happening?
Actor
To the
for
just, like,
Loki.
I am fully judging everything that is happening in front of me, and I am suspicious.
Oh, Tom
of everyone.
Hiddleston. I don't know what I'm thinking of. Tom Hiddleston's his name.
I
feel
got
like I knew
it.
that
Yeah.
too.
Boop. There we
Yep,
go.
you got
There
it.
you go,
What?
chat.
Huh?
Now you can
Huh?
see what we're talking about.
Oh yeah. Teehee.
Yeah.
the pirate.
Yeah, but in both the
angel-
eyes are like going back and forth. Like what the?
Beautiful.
Just looking
Yeah.
back and forth.
Yeah, that's Pyrie's range of emotion that was happening, and watching everything that just unfolded in front of her.
What a time. What a time.
Then she's gonna remember Pike is somewhere around and is again going to toddle off
Okay.
for a second.
So
Yeah, well, I think they all went downstairs,
Coming-
which we need to go downstairs anyway.
coming back in.
Pike right here.
As we all come back in, who is everybody going down?
Hey,
Because
Yeah, unless
Did
there's
you just get
anything
rid of
else.
my man?
Mob Pike
Put
and
him
Dab
back.
would have already
Did you get rid of
gone.
my man?
You put my bird back, damn it!
What did I miss?
You deleted my bird. You deleted my bird! Thank you. That is my bird. My emotional support firebird. You cannot get rid of him.
Does it have no timer or cooldown or whatever?
It's gotta have one.
I think it's there for like an hour, right?
Yeah,
Something.
but
He's just around.
it's pretty. It should be an hour, I think. But that being said, it hasn't been an hour, so yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, the only thing we would need to do is make a plan moving forward, but I think we can do that downstairs considering we have all these
1 hour.
prisoners trying to break out that we're going to have to try and deal with, so it's going to have to be a unit. So we can go downstairs at least 1 floor, I think. Unless anyone else has a...
A statement. No.
Yeah, it's what the bird is here for.
Sarah is gonna go and step out. Darius will step out. They're gonna hang out together. They do kind of like look back at Azhyria, and make their way forward. So they're gonna head down the stairs. At this point, anybody that's on this side of the wall is going down the stairs. Azhyria will
Okay.
catch you, Liari, before you wander away.
Oh. Okay.
Just kind of grab you by the wrist. Why are we working with the longbow?
Like I mentioned, we needed somebody to take us around the sewers, and we were told that she's the one we needed. When I found her, she was already enslaved, so it's not like I could leave her like that. Why? Like, what was... She's been a good ally this whole time. What's up with the hostility?
Her family and her. They were founding members of Stoneguard and were one of the first to use slavery. They were one of the ones who founded its practice and encouraged it throughout the Isles. And she was never any better than her family. I'll watch. Perhaps she's changed. Maybe I'm seeing an enemy where there is none.
When she said that, I'm going to tense because I clearly did not know that information. And I'm gonna get a kind of a more... a different kind of serious look on my face that I'm not quite sure how to describe, but just like... it wasn't mentioned.
Just keep an eye on her. That's all.
Obviously. Maybe we'll have to deal with her later, but... like I said, she hasn't done anything, and maybe she's seen now that she's experienced the other side. Maybe she knows better.
Perhaps.
You know I won't hesitate.
I know. I'm really glad it was you.
I'm just gonna kind of lean forward and put my forehead on hers.
She does the same. And you enjoy that moment for probably like a good 30 seconds before she... Okay. Let's go.
I don't know if we need to like gear her up or anything. I'm assuming while we were all chit chatting, everyone did that. So I don't know if she needed like, but I can hand her Frostfang and Night Shriek again so that she has something better.
Yeah.
And I'll tell her what they do as well
So
because I'm aware of what they do.
Yeah, she'll take the daggers. You tell her what they do. She'll have to attune to Night Shriek, so she won't be able to use that. But she does have Frostfang right out the bat. She can still use it like a regular dagger.
I don't know if any of the armor we had up here is something that she can have.
Nothing that the Yuan-Ti had is usable for her. And any of the guard armor.
Yeah, so I guess I can just give her like the basic leathers and stuff, but that's because I should still have my old like
way back in the day leather. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like it's bog standard bare minimum, but it's something, you know.
It is something. Yeah.
It's
All right.
something.
So you
That's the
equip
best I
her
got.
as well as you can. Throw her some basic leather armor that you happen to have on your pack. And you guys head downstairs then, yeah?
Yep. East time.
All right. There we go. You guys make your way down to the next level. Let's do this portion here. So, I can load each level, but I only have it through the levels that you guys went through, so the rest will just be spoken of, but...
Yeah, I know we had level 4 and up, I think.
Yep. Yeah, you have
remember
4 and up.
correctly.
I just don't have the first ones.
Yeah, that's fair. That was all.
So, Mauve, Pike, and Daff made their way down first. Mauve, if there was something you'd like to do when you arrive here, you can, or you could have just waited for them. It's just up to you.
I mean, do you want me to say what I said to you?
The description? No, I have the description locked and loaded.
Not the description, the thing that I sent you like a few minutes ago.
Oh. If you would like to play that out for the players to hear, yes. Not for their characters, of course.
No, I think I would like that to be
Okay.
what do you call it? An unknown.
An unknown. Heard. So, Mauve, you, Pike, and Daff have made your way down to this level prior to the remainder of the party. Is there anything you do while you're down here? You just kind of hang out and wait.
Imagine grab your bro.
Yeah, check in on Brutus.
Hmm.
Yoo-hoo!
Is he still shitting?
As you make your way over to Brutus, you do see that he is... Well, this is going to be out of order. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to describe what you see when you get here, and then the party will see it as well when they get here. So...
Speaking of out of order, Mr. DM, I forgot to roll to steal your panties.
Oh, you were
because
so
I had,
right. You
what
should
did I
do
have?
that.
I had soup.
You had soup? What kind of soup?
Super.
Yeah, I'm gonna chowder. No shit. Let's go. Chowder patty. That sounds. No, I don't want that. I lied. But yay!
Soup panties. Who knew?
What do you mean it's just soup? Anyway, sorry to.
Oh no,
All
that's
the way
fine.
from
I gotta
that.
hang it on your other ear.
I thought, yeah, I thought it was going to be the most nonchalant. Okay, I rolled, nothing happened. Move on. Anyway.
So many of these.
Damn.
I'm really looking a type of way. I'm looking. Is it the Mayan like
Oh yeah,
architecture when they
yeah.
depict their kind of gods with the big like fanned out sort of crowns like that?
Yes.
It's that but
Mesopotamia and all that.
panties. Yeah.
That's so funny. Who knew that they were just worshipping the panties the whole time?
The whole time.
The whole time. So anyway, congratulations. So Mom, as you, Hike, and Daff make your way down the spiral staircase into the guard shack, you look about as you reach the ground floor, and a few things catch your eye. Firstly, in the west yard, your eyes are drawn to... In the west yard, your eyes are drawn to huge splotches of blood and gore along the walls, as if something of immense size was thrown and broken in those spots. Pools of stinking green poisonous liquid gather around the corpse of one of the Yuan-Ti who fled the battle upstairs. Its body is crushed in a way that screams brutality. The snake's face is completely smashed, and multiple parts of the body are impacted, stuck in unnatural angles, sometimes with bones or vertebrae sticking out, many of those cracked or broken entirely. This creature likely suffered before it died. Second, in the east yard, there is a polearm weapon, with one of the two Yuan-Ti that ran from the battle skewered upon it. It was no doubt skinned and filleted alive, based on the way the body seems to have flailed about before looking as limp as it does now. The creature leans skewered against a wall, still and unmoving, drained of all blood and life. It also seems likely to have suffered greatly. Then lastly, directly in front of the stairway, going down a level, there is a single chair, probably taken from the guard shack. The large man, Brutus, sits in it, his girth and weight causing the chair to bow slightly. Next to it is the remains of one of the criminals from this level, their heads smashed and crunched into the stone floor, pooled in its own blood. The imprint of a large boot, the only indicator of what happened. Mauve, as you approach, Brutus picks off large chunks of flaking skin from his face, drenched in a green substance that seems to be actively bubbling on his skin. The peeled spaces leave red and angry patches of new skin, and he smiles widely, the skin cracking as he sees you approach.
I didn't think your mug could get any uglier.
I try. Did it go good, boss?
Snakes are slain. People are free. The city will be ours next.
Ha 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 ha. Just be like old times.
I hope so.
Long as you're in charge, we could do anything.
And then she's gonna kind of leave him to keep guarding the door while she waits for her saviors.
Very good. As a minute, maybe a minute passes, and the rest of the party makes their way down the stairs. As you guys get to this level and look around, you also see the carnage that was wreaked upon those two Yuan-Ti. Brutus is still in front of the door, same place, still picking at his skin. Pike, Daff, are sitting at the table in this guard shack while Mav stands to one side.
Fiery is gonna look at Larry and be like, "This time, I didn't skin these ones."
I don't know if there's anything left for you to skin.
Have a light in here.
I mean, I could look.
I have a light in here.
I don't know if we have time.
specifically.
You have plenty. You have you don't even know what you're gonna do with the ones you have, but
You want
I'm
the
gonna
skin, honey?
Fiery's gonna be like, maybe.
Is it clear who has the skin? I'm assuming it's a very adept criminal.
It's a lot of when I say skinned, it was peeled like an apple. So it's a lot of strips. There are some on the ground, and some of the thugs nearby kind of have it wrapped around like a makeshift armor, if you will.
If other people are using it, it's fine.
You sure?
Yeah, I already got a really nice one. Markella helped me debone one of them.
Ooh. You should show me sometime.
Pyre's just gonna whip it out. Just whip the whole fucking thing out and just be like, just immediately start just being like, do you like look at the edges and stuff, and it's so cleanly done, and there's nothing like it's perfect.
Morkella's gonna pipe up. I am so full.
Pyre's just gonna look at Markella and just like give her a thumbs up and be like, you did a great job.
Thank you.
All right. Well, now that the gang's all here, obviously we need to make our way down, but we still need to do it in a way that ensures survival of all parties and that nobody's tipped off that we were here in the first place. Any ideas? I know I want a dispatch of everybody in the building, but I don't know what kind of time we have for that. And I would want to leave some people here to make sure that no one discovers what we've done. But
well, shouldn't we just go back the way we came?
we have to make it down that far. And we have a considerable number more people with us now than we did coming up. I don't think sneaking down is going to work for us in the same way sneaking up did. We're gonna have to fight either way. We just have to choose how we do it. And I personally don't want to put innocent people at risk. And I already know there's people here that don't deserve to be here. I can't vouch for everybody. But we can't leave them here to suffer. Now your keyboard ASMR comes with like a hint of dread.
that wasn't even me. That was Pepsi.
Oh shit.
So funny.
Pepsi, stop typing to Mr. DM.
Guys.
I'm gonna. Okay, I'm gonna just explain what the vision I have. I'm thinking Mauve would kind of whistle out a signal to have all of the criminals pile into the main room to kind of prove a point that like the whole thing about fighting out of the cellar, like as in like a look at what you have to your
Advantage.
Yeah, advantage.
Right. I have no doubt that we're capable of disposing of everybody in the building, but we will need to do it in a way that's smart, that doesn't draw more attention from outside the building.
So, Mav, you made the whistle, right?
Mm-hmm.
As you whistle, it is that sharp, loud one that catches everyone on the floor's attention. Everyone, I'm not going to move them all. That's too many people to move. All of them gather up into or around the rooms so they can all see/hear you.
I'm gonna be kind of unnerved by the fact that they all respond to Mauve like that, actually, now knowing this new information. And I'm gonna kind of scan the room to see if I can sense any, like, malice in particular towards our group, or if they're all just trying to, like, claw their way out of this place.
With a 21
Definitely
insight,
the latter.
it's more like they're just trying to leave. You're not really sure how influential Mav was. I mean, you've only just met them, really.
All right, so I carry on with my point of, while we have the numbers, I don't think blindly just bum rushing each floor is going to cut it. People can get hurt. People that aren't involved in this can get hurt. I do think we need to take it floor by floor. Some are less guarded than others. And that one awful floor will probably need more attention than most.
Mav's gonna kind of like tap her fingers on the table in thought. So the stealthy ones secure the gate to the lower floor first, and the rest of us dispatch of anyone on that floor. If you secure that level, then does it really matter how much ruckus happens? As long as it gets the job done.
My only fear is the consequences of if they catch on to what's happening. Like I said, if they bring in more bodies, we might not fare as well as we're positioned right now, and they might hurt people who aren't involved, and that's unacceptable.
Based on what I know of this cellar, are there any obvious or secretive methods of communication that Mauve might know of to specifically target to silence?
Like
messaging systems, like, I don't know,
Not
crows,
really.
ravens.
This is literally all stone. The only messaging that you can do here is through magical means.
Mr. DM,
That's me!
I'd like to look around and see if I know anybody.
Yeah, do that.
Strong. Time to shatter all of my my faith in everybody. All in one open.
Go
What
ahead
do you
and
want me
give
to-
me a perception check and a luck check, would you?
Perception.
Strong.
Nice.
And are we feeling lucky?
Out of funny
Ooh,
curiosity,
that
can I
was
also
nice.
roll?
Yeah, yours is a lot lower chance because you're not from here. But yeah, have at it.
Yeah, but I'm old.
Fair.
Fire trailed around. Who knows? I forgot I did that. Oopsie. My bad.
That's okay.
I don't even know what that is. It doesn't show me.
I fixed it for
Oh.
you.
You rolled a
Thanks.
20 on perception.
There's like a blind 2GM or something roll that you can do.
Yeah, I had clicked a thing earlier so I could look at something so it wouldn't show up for people, but teehee haha.
Mm.
Oopsie. What else? I
Luck
immediately
roll.
forgot.
Just a flat 20. Okay.
Your incorporation of these luck rolls is very interesting.
Sometimes I just
It
need
feels
a luck
wild
roll.
magic, but it's not.
Yeah. It's kind of a funny thing I've been trying in my brain, and it's interesting, right? Because you're rolling the check to see how well you see things, and then the luck to be like whether you find it, if you will.
Interesting.
Mads, with an 18 perception and a 14 luck, you do not recognize anybody here. You tended to work out of. You remember most of your time was spent in the Quillhaven area, so it's not a lot of familiar faces here in Stoneguard. Pyrie with a 20. There's a lot of people. None of them look like people you know. Except that guy. Except that guy. That guy looks familiar, but no, never mind. He looked like somebody else.
Cool.
That's so Pyrie core, it hurts.
I love it.
Very pyrie. Very
You
on
start to
brand.
hear some grumbles and grunts from the crowd as they start to get a little antsy. We don't want to wait. I want to go now. Why don't we just rush them? This particular one down here steps up a little bit. Why should we listen to you? He's gonna look between Mav and Liari. At which point, good old Brutus right here is gonna come up, grab him by the neck, walk him to the wall, and bludgeon him to death with the stone.
Oh my god.
Tosses the body. Looks
Brutus,
around.
To be fair, if he didn't, I was thinking about it. So
And bellows out, "You all work for Mav Longbow now. If you have something to say about it, you better tell me."
Mav was gonna say something to him about killing bodies that we needed, but
Wow, he did real good.
damn.
Oh,
At this point,
wow, you've amassed yourself an army, and I am now wary of you.
everyone effectively is no longer going to even kind of disagree with anything you have to say at the moment, Mav. They are terrified of Brutus for that and other reasons.
Pyrie's gonna pipe up and be like, technically we're just asking for her help for something. So, no. We don't work for her.
Oh, don't
Technically, we
worry,
hired
darling.
her.
He wasn't referring to you.
Okay.
Gonna step forward and look at Pyrie and look at Mav. Do I need to make that one? No?
No, Brutus.
Okay. Whatever you say,
Thank
boss.
you.
Bye.
So,
All right.
what's the plan?
So
It
you have the
sounds like-
resources, you have the bodies. Just tell us what to do.
Perfect. And then I don't know if we want to fast motion this or
Yeah.
or what have you, but the idea is to go floor by floor and incapacitate guards, and I would say free
Mm-hmm.
people that need to be freed.
The levels that actually have substance is this level, the slave level and the noble yard level due to their contents. The other levels are fast tracked, but in the conservation of how we're going about doing this, I will say you have so many resources at your availability at this point. I am not going to require any rolls to take a level.
Perfect.
Unless otherwise stated.
Yeah, realistically, we are going melee at this point because the magic users are probably relatively tapped. So they can absolutely be backline and don't really need to be super involved. And we got plenty of people who are stealthy enough that we can...
Oh, if Pyre's in the back line, can she make small talk with Pike the whole time?
Absolutely.
And feed him candy?
He's not involved. I don't see why not. Yeah.
Fantastic! Pyre makes a new friend!
Pyre scares a man.
Okay. So.
Are you gonna make me play out the Bane thing? Because that's...
I'm so sorry.
That's so much in one day, Mr. GM.
There's a lot.
Yeehaw!
We're gonna do the Pyre bit though, because that's first. So Pyre, you and Pike are kind of hanging out in the back. At this point, you've taken the level. The level is yours.
Fantastic.
So before we dive into that, actually, what's the process for freeing the slaves? Because I presume that's something you'd all like to do.
The Larry thing.
Anyone that's adept at lockpicking is welcome to try. I'm assuming there's at least one set of keys on, because there was only one or two there's two guards on this level, if I remember correctly. So there's probably at least one set of keys. Someone can work on that. I'll be lockpicking. I'm going straight here, actually, to this one in particular. This one's getting opened real quick, like.
So I'll say that the rest of the group is moved forward generally, or like processing. You have a lot of criminal thugs. They're not on here because that's a lot of moving pieces. But imagine that these halls, there's people walking through them, all the thugs from the criminal level. You've either knocked out or killed the two guards on the level. Pyre and Pike are in the back. Liari is at the gate. We'll come back to Liari because Pyre time.
Yeah. I do want to kind of nudge Daff over to where Liari and Bane are and be like, and kind of indicate to Bane and be like, that one's a friend. Keep her happy.
Jesus!
Whatever you say, baby.
That's awesome. Oh my god.
Daff will lean against the wall there. I presume the rest of you make your way, unless otherwise stated, everyone will have made their way to the next stairwell.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Pyre.
Wait, now I'm extra curious why Mob took a liking to Bane, because that one secret thing that happened that I don't know what it was. It's fine. It's fine. I'll live, but what the...
As you and Pike are making your way down to the next level, people are going about doing things. Pike is just kind of hanging out nearby. He doesn't seem like he really says anything to anybody, but he kind of stays near your vicinity.
So, because Pike is one of the few people that's been taller than Pyre this far, Pyre's just kind of like be standing next to him and kind of just like, it just looks up while like eating a candied orange peel, and then just kind of like holds up the bag and shakes it. Just be like, do you want some candy?
The entire masked and hooded head of Pike tilts and leans over, kind of looks in the bag, reaches up his like wrapped in linen's hand and pulls one piece out and kind of looks at it really closely. Looks like he sniffs it. He pulls it up to his nose and sniffs it through the linens. And then You blink, and in that moment, he had removed his mask, ate the thing, and put it back up.
Pyrie is going to be so fascinated by this. And then also pull out from her magic bag, Mary Poppins style, just a giant jar of sugared cucumbers.
Oh, no.
And just
Oh god.
shakes cucumber jar and just be like, "Do you want to try these ones? They're really yummy." Because she's going to intently stare and try and not blink so she can watch to see him eat.
Oh my god, I love it.
She wants to know what's underneath the linens so badly because she's so curious about this creature of a man.
Okay. Okay, due to the Pike's mysteriousness factor, give me perception check. I do require a DC 30.
Fuck.
Wow.
So he eats a couple of them, and you keep staring, but like no matter how long you stare, it's not until you blink that it seems to disappear, and he's just chewing on it. Or sometimes he sort of like just does a turn and looks another way, and then comes back and he's eating it. He never removes his mask in view of you, and it's really interesting that he avoids it so hard. That being
find
said,
you out
actually, give me an insight roll.
Okay.
With a 13? It seems like Pike really likes all the candy you're giving him.
Oh my god, you're feeding
Iris-
another mimic.
Pyrie's just gonna like intently stare at him and then just be like, "Are you really eating it or are you shoving it in your linens?"
The entirety of the hood and masked face turns towards you, and the chewing, or at least the look of chewing, ceases. There's a big gulp. Eating.
Okay. Pyrie's just gonna continue munching on her treats and like just watching whatever nonsense is happening with everybody else with Pike and just like sharing her snacks with him the whole time. She'd be like, "So why are you here?"
Caught.
Did you say pot or hot?
I also heard one
That's
of the
fair.
two.
I said caught, but I tried to say it in the Pike tone, but he just caught.
Okay, because I still cannot understand what you're saying.
Caught with the C?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
starts with
yeah,
a C. Yeah, it's the C that's not going
Caught.
through. Caught.
Understood.
Cheers.
Understood. Okay. The more you said it, the more I'm like, nope, still have no idea what you're saying.
It's like he's trying to speak to me, I know it.
Literally.
Free now.
Cat doing what?
Killing.
That's fun.
Yeah. Just eats another piece of candy. These are good.
Kill anything fun?
People.
Try monsters. Monsters are fun. You can get funny things off of them. Although you can also get things off of people too, technically. I once took a tail and horns from Tiefling, and then Myra's gonna pull out the drinking like flask horn that she has and like take a sip and just be like, because I'm just gonna assume she normally stores water in it. Just be like, they make nice drinking flasks.
He's gonna look at it, and you can't see his face, his eyes, anything. But just because you've been hanging out with him, you kind of get the vibe that he's really interested in this. And he kind of just holds his hand out as if he'd like to see it.
Harry's gonna just hand it to him, kind of like assuming that he either wanted a drink or wanted to look at it.
He's gonna hold it up to his face. I like this.
Man of taste. I took the tail though, although I was gonna do something with it, but I ended up feeding it to a mimic.
Gonna look at you again. And the more that you talk to this man, the more he looks at you funny. But interested.
Harry's then going to proceed to talk about how she has this baby mimic that she was feeding this tiefling tail to, and he used to be so cute, and he was so tiny, and he would just go nom 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 on the bones. But then he got really big, and then he ate all the tiefling tail. So then I had to get more bones, a lot more bones. Luckily, butchers exist. I was gonna feed him monster parts, but like, kind of hard to do that when we're in the middle of a war. So he's at home though, with Joe.
War?
You know how everyone was talking about stuff freeing the people and things earlier?
Yes.
Get that. Technically speaking, war on funny snake people.
Scale skin.
Yeah, those. And hopefully I can get more of their scales.
Yes.
Maybe some more of their teeth.
Yes.
And then
Together.
cut. Pirates gonna be like, you gotta use all the things that are available to you, and they just have such pretty scales. They can make such great stuff. If we're gonna kill them,
Yes.
might as well.
Joe?
Not kill Joe. Joe's friend.
Oh.
Joe is helping me with Biddy.
And this is going to continue on for like the next entire time you're here, by the way.
Yep. This is just gonna be
Yeah.
me and him just going back and forth. I have now made a friend. Pike is staying with me. I have
You guys
adopted
are
this one.
bonding.
This one's mine.
I love it so much.
Kyrie looked at it's hers.
Yep. Pyrie now has a friend that is going to help her skin the funny Yuan-Tis.
I love that. So while you're having this hilarious conversation with Pike, Sarah Darius Azhyria is going from door to door, opening all of the slave doors, and while that is happening, I do need a clarification, because as these halls are filled with criminals from above who aren't slaves and are from Stoneguard, they do not treat the slaves as people and instead shove them out of the way or yell or say rude things, you know, as you would to a piece of property, so to speak. Is there any deference of that from the party?
Yeah, because
Presumably.
now that they're in some way, shape, or form listening to Mauve, I'm going to gesture to Mauve to be like, "Can you deal with them? We're saving these people too."
Mauve is gonna look over to Brutus, and she's just gonna say, "Make them play nice."
You got it. And he's gonna walk up and down the halls, and anybody that speaks rudely or hurts any of these poor slaves will receive anywhere between a punch across the face or a broken, mangled arm, depending on the severity of what they've done. Eventually, within the next couple of minutes, all of the issues are quelled. On that note,
Good boy.
I'm honestly gonna nod at Mauve. That's good points. I'm like, and I kind of look at Az like, I mean,
Az is just
she
kind of
didn't
looking.
care. She wouldn't do that, right? Like, you know.
She's gonna look between you and Mauve, shrug, and then continue to move out of your line of sight to open up doors in other areas.
Okay.
Actually, I'll do this because one of them should be going this way. Liara, you approach that same cell where you saw Bane before. Will you give me a perception roll?
Oh, but it's not gonna be a 20 again. Oh, but it was good.
It is
Dirty
technically
20.
20, yeah.
Okay. Pew, 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 pew.
Liari. While you are checking on Bane, you do notice you have a shadow. Which is going to be Daff over here, of course. You make your way to the door.
Can I daff?
Yep. Do you actually
Yeah,
like,
I just
eye
eye
Daff?
her.
Oh, just eye her?
Yeah, I'm just eyeing her. I'm like, you
She
good?
gives you like a
Good.
little head tilt and a wink.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go back to what I was doing then. Still not the time or place. I'm less disappointed by her presence than I was initially, but like, it's still not the time or place. Back to the door.
Okay. So you go up to the door. Presumably you took lockpicks because you are an excellent lockpicker and easily pop the door open. It's not a difficult lock, but if you didn't have a pick, it would be very hard to get out. The door swings open. The people curl up against the back of the walls. Very unsure of who you are and what you want. Bane's in the same position she was when you left before. Just kind of like laying on the stone floor. She just kind of looks up at you for a moment. Doesn't say anything. Looks far away in her eyes.
I'm just gonna, like before with Azhyria, just kind of step forward slowly and kind of reach a hand out and just say, it's time to get you out of here. And then I'm gonna look around and say, all of you.
The people in the corners kind of like, it doesn't seem like they really believe you, and Bane has a moment where the eyes sort of clear and it's as if she's seeing you for the first time. Liari, is that you?
Yeah,
Are you real this time?
yeah. We're really here. We're really gonna get you out.
She just starts crying and like crawls up to you and grabs onto your legs.
Oh.
I'll just hold her for a little bit and kind of reassure her and slowly try to make her kind of stand up and
After
just kind of guide her as best I can.
After a minute of dry sobbing, because there's nothing to give, and holding her once kind of I guess plump form which is now incredibly malnourished and bony. She eventually calms enough and begins going with the rest of the slaves to the exit where everyone is gathering.
Since Pyrie is the one with the snacks and keeps feeding people, I'm either at some point going to mentally or verbally instruct her to maybe like divvy out some rations and things because we have plenty and these people aren't doing well. I'm not taking her away from Pike necessarily, just she has the food, so.
Okay. So you hear that in the headspace then?
Just either. I mean, if there was a moment where I can verbally tell her to, pass things out.
There's plenty of times where you're gonna come across Pyrie and Pike and everybody else, so at some point you find Pyrie and ask to do the rations bits.
Yeah.
What does Pyrie do with that?
Pyre will just like haphazardly like look around and like just use her judgment of like who is obviously like needs food and just kind of hand in bag pulls out something and shoves it in their face.
Beautiful.
All right.
I mean,
so lots of slaves
if that's
get
the
food.
floor done.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anything we need to loot. Because I mean, there's 2 more sets of armor and weapons that can be handed out to whoever. But
oh, speaking of, Mom.
Yes.
You were looking for a whip at some point, right?
Yes.
Yep. You definitely got one.
I'm also hoping that Pike, Daff, and Brutus will suit up in whatever they find too.
Yeah, they will.
Wait,
No.
question.
Mm-hmm.
In my yapping with Pike, would you tell me what type of weapons he likes to use?
Yeah.
Teehee.
With he likes to use pole arms, pikes, halberds, spears, that sort of thing.
So I distinctly remembered that there was a Yuan-Ti skewered with one.
uh-huh. Yeah, I wonder how that happened.
Sure was.
Can we just assume that we unskewered and gave him the funny pull on?
I mean, you could absolutely do that, or you could just take one that's not skewered on a Yuan-Ti from one of the other thugs. Either way.
True.
Presumably,
Anyways.
everyone's suited up as much as you can in here.
Sure.
Yeah.
The basics.
Okay. I'm going to
Onward ho.
lose this level for all intents and
Oh,
purposes.
the next one's the shitty one.
Yep. The next level is we're gonna activate it. Cool. You guys have taken this level, and this one was a little bit more difficult to get a hold of. There we go. There were more guards on this level, though they were not expecting to be snuck in and attacked. For all intents and purposes, you can go through this level and I can give you the descriptions of what you find if you'd like.
Yes, please.
Because you skipped this level,
Sure.
so...
Yeah, we did. Oh, this isn't even the shitty one. The shitty one's next. Oh, God. Okay.
This level was the conversion center itself. So I'll unlock all the doors. You can go on an exploring spree if you like.
Well, okay.
Oh. They don't light up, Mr. DM.
The doors?
Yeah, like if you go in a room, it's still black.
I see that. That's very interesting. Oh, it's because there's no light source. Let me adjust that.
I'm blind, Mr. DM.
Global illumination. No? Okay.
No. This place is awful.
There you
I
go.
mean, under different circumstances, it's kinky, but as it is, it's awful.
It's not great.
Oh, good. We don't have to explore it. We can just see.
Yeah, I'll give you the descriptions just for brevity's sake. So, on the left side, the quietest of the hallways. There were guards that were taken out. You did find one guard drunken and hiding in the closet that you were able to take. There are, as you go through this, these are like one-on-one rooms for direct torture and conversions. At the very end is going to be what looks to be a classroom setting. It's a large room where participants are strapped down to chairs, and they are forced to watch a glinting coin on a string being swung back and forth by a prison guard who says, "I am no one. I have no free will. I have no aspirations. I live only to serve my masters." And all the participants speak in unison, repeating the phrase stated while they stare at the glinting coin. There's another guard who was walking around, using the rod on anyone who didn't repeat the words, with many of the prisoners having welts, bruises, lumps, or entire tears across their back or sides. So that was that side.
These ones I would like brutalized even more so than the other ones we've killed. That is all.
The center rooms that you walked by earlier that had the screams and sobs. There were quick, violent sounds like whips, cranks, pulleys, lots of screams, grunts, or just complete silence. Each one of these rooms had multiple individuals in them under extreme torturous conditions for difficult to convert individuals. The right side are rooms that are completely sealed, and there is a ton of the rooms. Each room is a small 3-foot wide space. It is standing room only. They are padded enough so that you can't kill yourself in it. There are no windows, and there is no noise or light that comes through the door. It is a... the word escapes my brain. You have the sensory deprivation room.
Oh, good. Yes.
So anyway, you guys find all this. You free all the people on there. Kill all the guards, presumably.
I go psycho.
I will say, for all intents and purposes, no one survives this level.
Oh, we all died.
Well, hopefully the people we're freeing, but the
Well, yeah. I meant...
yes, they're... I don't think anybody has survived. I don't think anybody was getting knocked out, Mr. DM. That's not the kind of people we currently have at our party. I don't think. But I do think we are committing war crimes to the ones on this floor in particular.
See, that's valid, though.
I don't think anyone's upset by this. Well, I don't know. I don't know if there's anyone that's joined our party with a dislike of that, but I suspect not. I suspect that's fine.
Okay. So,
These
As
ones
you
I'm
guys-
assuming are going to need some medical attention. So if there's like
Oh, yeah.
any sort of medical supplies, because I imagine all the people that we're freeing are going to be kept at the back as we're moving forward. So on top of the fact that they all need to be fed, maybe Mads can be in charge of like bandaging people with whatever we can find. I don't know, cleric moment. I know you're a death cleric and you don't know how to put the fingers back on, but like,
And your whole world was just rocked.
sure,
Uh,
you know.
I can try my best.
Thanks, man. I know your mental's been rocked, but I mean, join the club. I don't know.
I think Mads would just be happy to have a task that they can do where they can just like, not use their brain.
Not think.
Yeah.
I'll say you guys are using up a lot of your physical resources that you brought with you. Being rations, being medical supplies, extra cloth, clothing, anything at all. You're just kind of going through a lot, if not all of it at this point. Because there's so many people that need assistance.
I mean, fair enough. I think that's why we brought way too much food with us anyway. Let's be honest. We brought like a month and a half worth of food and whatever. So I don't know. Fair enough. That's what it's for.
So you
People
murk
can argue with me if
everybody
they want.
on the conversion floor, level 4. Make your way
Satisfying
down
one.
to level 3. Level 3 is going to run a little bit differently.
3 was the Royals with
Yeah, the nobility
Yuan-Ti
yard.
and Thornbridge. Yeah, okay.
What I
I'm-
will...
Now
Mhm.
suspicious. I remember I should ask for clarification now because Azhyria had said that Thornbridge was taken under the previous warden's wing.
What? That's
So I
crazy.
should ask for clarification if we think that he has like turned against us or if he needs to be dealt with.
Are
Because
you asking Azhyria that?
Part of it can be clarification from the DM, but yeah, I could definitely ask Azhyria at some point about that, considering I'm familiar with Thornbridge.
So, like,
Very intimately familiar.
that's fair. Bathroom boy. Or bathtub boy. Clarification-wise, he did say he was helping you.
Yeah.
And he's contacted you through the paper. Like, there's no reason that he doesn't seem at least helpful in some regard.
And he
Is-
did tell us that he was working with the higher ups, and that's how he was getting his information. So that's not entirely a surprise, but I just wanted to gauge what Azhyria thought of that, I guess.
Azhyria quietly says Thornbridge is not someone I would trust lightly. He has been chosen to be the successor of the late ruler of Stoneguard. In fact, I was there when the late ruler was killed, and that's when I was captured. Thornbridge was there with his Yuan-Ti dog, Zeresh. And I'm surprised to hear that he's in this place.
Yeah. When I came across him, he seemed to simply be out for himself and be out for survival, and very easily turned away from the people he was working for to aid us, and he has been useful. But I do think we should probably use caution with him. Maybe... yeah, we'll have to see. Because they wouldn't have locked him up otherwise, but maybe that's all a farce. We should be careful with him, but
We'll just watch him.
I'd say he's more out to save his skin than anything else, and he'll just side with the winning party.
Noted. And she just kind of like agrees with you and nods, and you guys move your way down then.
Yeah. And then I guess I'll mentally reach out to the people who are still attached to me, which, by the way, timing wise, you're gonna have to poke me when you want me to re-roll that, and then I have to choose new people anyway, but I'll just mentally tell the party what the plan with Thornbridge is, especially since he's coming up next.
What is the plan?
Just to be careful with how much we tell him, like we can let him out, but he's on tight watch. He's on a need-to-know basis, and there's not much he needs to know.
Okay.
All right, so you guys make your way down to the next level. I will have three people please roll stealth. It can be any people of your choice from the player characters and NPCs.
I would say me, Sarah, and then Azhyria has that skill set, right? So unless Mads wants to do the cloak thing.
I'm fine with you guys doing it.
Skill set wise, I think that's the three rogues. Where I don't think they can fail it.
Everybody's a rogue.
I think it's quite good for the three rogues to do the haha funny dun dun.
All right, so out of 3, you take the middle check. 23 is your stealth.
Well, there we go.
Okay. The 3 of you make your way down the stairs. In this particular room, imagine it's cut in half. I'm going to open this up for you guys to see. We're going back to what is level 6 because it has a very similar layout to the Noble Yard. It's just 1 yard and 1 set of rooms.
Yeah, I remember based off of how you were kind of doodling it.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
So the stairs on our left here would be the downstairs in this particular case. It's where you would go down. You guys would be coming from the far left hallway. So as you sneak your way in, you do see that there is a Yuan-Ti who is a little more finely dressed and equipped than the ones that you saw upstairs. That is just watching inside the yard, keeping an eye on a couple of people, and you noted earlier that he was keeping an eye on Thornbridge.
Well, I didn't notice, but
somebody did.
Someone rolled high enough. Who was it? Was it Pyrie?
I think it was Pyrie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Probably, I don't remember.
So that being said, you make your way up to the Yuan-Ti without being seen. Do you just outright kill it?
For sure. Yeah.
Right. No chance. Stabbed in the neck. Done.
Yeah.
The level is taken at that point. You have a good 30 nobles in this yard, along with a handful of guards that are disarmed. What's the plan as you guys kind of pile your way into the hallway and prep for the next level as you have been?
Let's still vote kill the guards. I'm done with these people, man.
Any votes
Smiles.
against?
When me and the entourage are like confronting the guards, if any of them are willing to surrender, I would allow it.
Hmm.
Like if any of them beg for their lives.
like in front of you, because I'm definitely killing you.
I was gonna say, by the time you get down here, I'd imagine they'd all probably be dead on this level.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I forgot this was a stealth mission.
No, you're fine, because the other
Okay.
levels didn't necessarily apply to that, but I also feel like there's a lot of vendetta happening.
Yeah, okay. I don't have a say in it.
So that being said...
Between me and Azhyria being down here, and then I don't think anybody's alive.
Nobody's alive, dude.
I don't think. Unless it was stated beforehand and you had a really solid argument.
So you guys take the level. You have about 30 nobles in this noble yard who look very concerned as the remainder of your group makes its way down, and you are all outside of the cells. Are you freeing the nobles, or what are you doing with them?
These are the people that own the slaves, right? So I'm kind of disgusted with them. I'm not going to kill them, but maybe I will make a small speech in that, like, the tide of power is changing and it's time for you to change your ways. Today's your one free pass to get out of here and to conform. And if you try to go back to your old ways, there will be no mercy. Bear that in mind and follow if you want. But I'm not going to force them to leave this place.
Okay. You give the speech. Go ahead and give me a persuasion roll. At disadvantage, because...
Well,
you know.
Dang.
I've already
That's-
hit rock bottom, so
Crazy.
that's as low as that gets. Yeah.
You give a rousing speech. And while some of the tenets of this nobility level do give you a little bit of a listen, they're more in fear of you at this current moment than really caring about changing, is what you can gauge with a 21 insight. Once you're done with your speech, you do have a very familiar individual come up from behind the bars and step up next to you as you see your old acquaintance, Thornbridge, come up to you and look very surprised to see you here. As he comes up, well now, Liari, what a time, and it's great to see you here. I thought things were happening tomorrow.
That's on a need-to-know basis, and I'm afraid you haven't scaled that high yet. I'm going to need all of your communication devices, anything that you use to talk to anybody, now.
Give me your cell phone. Give me your keys.
My dear.
give me your grocery list. Give me your other grocery lists.
My dear, I've kept my side of the bargain and provided helpful information for your rebellion.
And that's why you're still alive. And we haven't broken our end of the deal either, as we are here.
Of course,
And
but
you are seemingly free to go. But I need to be cautious, and surely you're intelligent enough to understand why. So I will take any and all communication
of course.
items you have.
He'll hand over the other half of the communication parchment. Now, Liari,
Is that
my
all?
dear, that's all I was allowed to bring in here.
Is he lying?
The rest of the party is downstairs now, right?
Yeah, everybody's here.
I would like to gesture to Brutus because I'm assuming the door is open to pat him down.
I don't know if the door is open yet. You can open the door. I think at this point they were talking through the bars.
Oh, okay. We'll open the door.
As Brutus is trying to physically rip off the door because he's not that smart.
Oh my Lanta.
Thornbridge, they didn't allow me to come in here with very much. I had to sneak that one in.
Is he a truther, Mr. DM?
With your insight of 21? Yeah. He's only said the truth.
All right. Well, and I'm gonna kind of gesture to Mav that Brutus doesn't really need to do all that. Just
Hey, Larry.
Yep.
Fire's gonna poke in the funny brain space. I'm gonna be like, just because that's all he could bring in doesn't mean there's other people. Or like, could he get more?
Vision!
Yeah, I realized that you guys couldn't see anything.
Everything was
Mr.
great.
DM.
Sorry.
I'm going to gesture back around to the room of nobles and say, do any of you have communication with the outside? Or any Yuan-Ti or guards in this place? In Stone Guard. And I'm going to look around at each of them, and I'm going to expect a verbal response and check for whether or not they're lying to me.
With a 21 insight, it is pretty clear as you go from person to person while Brutus continues to shake that door.
Oh, Brutus can knock it off now. He's good.
Eventually, you make your way all around the nobles, very certain that no one here has a communication device of any sort.
Then I'll link back to Pyrie. Like, that was a good idea, but I don't know. I don't think anybody here has anything.
Thornbridge is gonna lean over, and he's gonna look right at Julia. He's, let me out, please. Don't leave us in here.
I've already said I'm not going to stop you from leaving.
Oh, but we don't have.
That being said, none of you have particularly impressed me by your enthusiasm for reform, so perhaps we will have to revisit this later. That being said, Thornbridge, it was in our deal that you will be, I think rescued is a bit strong. I don't remember our exact wording, but that you were going to be considered an ally for helping us, so.
And you don't want to release your allies from prison?
Well?
Would you rather be out on the streets in the middle of a war?
Well, it's the only way we can get rid of Scaleskins, isn't it?
As long as you stick with us, you're welcome to come out. These other ones might have to wait their turn. And I'm going to look at each of them.
They're all going to kind of just shrink under your gaze.
I'm inclined to leave some of the criminals up here as watchdogs. If the plan is to preserve the nobles on this floor.
Oh, hello, dear. Are you Are you in charge of the large amount of rabble on this level? And he's kind of motioned all the criminals.
I don't know Thornbridge, right?
No, never met him. No idea who this
Okay.
guy is.
Yeah, he's not talking to me.
Oh, but you need a liaison for the nobles, my friends.
Are you just gonna whisper over to Pike? Very poorly, mind you. And like,
The whisper of a
And, like-
small child, loud and clear as day.
yes, exactly. And just like while like mid snacking with Pike, just like point to Thornbridge and be like, "If that one does anything weird, you can kill that one."
Very well. We'll stay here. But it is difficult to run a resistance against the Scaleskins for the stone regime inside of walls of a prison.
We managed
Well.
to do it. Alright, just gonna have like a smug look on her face while she's like half eating a cucumber.
I want to look at Pike and give him a nod.
Okay. Holy.
What? While that's going on, unless something happens that would prevent this, I would simply say to Thornbridge, I'm open to taking you with us, but you have to convince me that you're worth taking. Are you any good in a fight? Do you have any more information we would need that would be beneficial? Because otherwise, surely your best bet is to stay in here.
Well,
You
it's-
saw how quickly you were dispatched by me.
That's
What
fair.
makes you
I'm-
think you can hold your own against the Yuan-Ti?
Oh, well, everybody needs a strategist. Not everyone's a fighter, my dear.
I feel like we have plenty of those. So again, unless you've withheld information, which would nullify our agreement, mind
There's
you.
no nullification required, my dear. But it's difficult to have the locals work with you, an obvious group of rebels in these trying times. I am... well, I know the leadership of the Stone Regime, the local group that is pro-Stone Guardian and anti-Yuan-Ti. And if you take me with you, I could perhaps convince them to join in. Help your assault.
I'm gonna look over
See-
to Liari and be like, aren't we hurting for allies?
Between that and does Thornbridge seem like, again, is he telling the truth and does he seem confident he can do this as he speaks?
With a 21 insight, he is not. It does not seem like he is lying when he talks about knowing the leadership of a group known as the Stone Regime, nor does it seem like he's lying when he talks about working together to oust the Yuan-Ti from the city.
All right. Then I'll let him out under the conditions that I previously laid out, which is he stays with us.
Well, of course, I'll never leave your side, my dear.
That being said, and I'll turn to Mauve because she's wanting to leave criminals here to watch after. So I'm just gonna be like, this isn't gonna be a problem, is it? These people are still going to be here by the time people come back for them? Because those guys were treating the other slaves poorly. Who's to say they're not going to? do something to the nobles once we are no longer watching them.
Do you want the nobles to still be here when you get back?
I don't want to be made a liar.
You could leave one of your friends here. Help keep the criminals in check.
Well, as you pointed out, we can't afford to do that.
How confident would Mauve be that the criminals will adhere to the guidelines?
They don't want to be in the prison. So they would probably make a show of staying and then immediately leave.
Well, that's better than killing them, I guess. I don't know. I don't care.
Yeah, if Mauve knows that, she would kind of sidebar that to Liari, and if Liari is fine with that, then she's just gonna shrug.
Alright, fair enough. And then I guess we move on. Was there anything else of interest on this floor? Question mark.
Not really on this floor. So you take Thornbridge with you and leave the remainder of the nobles here under guard?
Yeah, it's like 5 to 10 criminals.
Sure.
We've got like what, 25 of them?
There, you have about 60 criminals.
60!
You have about 60.
Yeah, I was
have
gonna
a
say the
number.
number of bodies I don't think was accurate.
No,
we're
no,
toting
the-
if we're running out of rations.
Valid.
TBH.
Sorry,
think
I
there's
don't
a
know that
lot
I
more
actually
nobles.
specified that, but I do have a number
Okay.
set here. I just gotta find it. But I believe it was about 60 criminals, 100 or so slaves, 30-ish nobles, plus your guys' party.
Holy shit, that's a lot of people. Okay.
You prison
Yeah.
broke the whole place.
It's a big place.
And you murdered all the guards, so I don't need to count them.
It's going well. I think. This is
Honestly, yeah, pretty well.
cinema. Okay.
So for brevity and because there's not really, oh hey, there's the numbers, and because there's not really anything of interest, the next level is guard bunks, break room, and the armory. There does you clear the place, you loot the weaponry and grab everything. You make your way down to the first level, which is the entry, the intake, where you guys snuck in initially. There is a small kerfuffle that you all manage to take care of.
On the second floor or first floor?
First floor. So you guys are on the first floor now. So at this point,
I imagine that's where. Yeah.
you kind of have the option of taking your near 160. No, I guess with your party. Yeah, you guys, you were like under 200 people right here. Where you going?
Looks to Liari.
Well, high table, let's break this out real quick because our crew needs to go to the tower. If we can convince some people who are looking for a fight, they can go to market,
Done.
but they need a timeline. They can't just be there. They have to like kind of coordinate it.
Oh.
So like, because how many hours we got? 13, 12.
At this point, you started from the top at 14 and a half hours, but making your way stealthily down, conversating, moving this many people, unlocking all the cells, this is a huge amount of time.
Okay.
I'm gonna drop you at least 11 or 12. hours left, but I'm going to do some thinking on that before I give you the final. But yeah, pretty much close to that.
So I
is it
would,
like nighttime?
whatever that timing ends up being, if there are people who want to go and fight at market, that's their timeline.
Okay.
Okay.
It
like,
would be
like a flash mob.
It'll be about 8:30 p.m. currently, which leaves you 9:30 p.m. 10 p.m. I lied to you. It's 10 p.m. I'm just setting it at 10 hours till it is 10 p.m. at night.
Okay. So, yeah, they're...
So who are you convincing to go to, city center? Because I was doing thinking.
Market?
Volunteers who want blood, I guess, against the Yuan-Ti, because I think any of our named characters are probably just going to stay with us. At this point, I don't think splitting the party makes sense. Well, yeah, no, not really. Because if Mauve and her crew are going to fuck off after they drop us off, that's already going to chop our numbers, so... Just whoever.
And you need numbers for the Iron Tower.
Well, we were going to do it with just us, so I imagine we don't, I don't know, you know? Here is where it's kind of just like, we can't force anybody to do anything, and we can't tell everybody the plan. Obviously, you and yours are privy to what's going on, but the criminals are not. They probably just want a good fight, so they can go to market with a timeline. They don't need to know, right? Okay. But as far as going to tower, I don't think that makes a whole lot of... Oh, I see somebody unmute. Does...
Yeah, I mean...
You have an idea? Because bare minimum, we're going to hide out till right before anyway and try to get a long rest for the magic users. So it's literally whatever we decide here is going to be fast and just like we pray it, hope it works out, and then we're going to go and try and find a place for them to honk shoe.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe like mob and criminals go to market and then us go back down to the sewers to go position ourselves and get a long rest for funny towery thingamabob. And ta-da!
Mauve needs to show us where to go, but then other than that, when she leaves, she can leave. And if she goes to market, she goes to market. If she goes somewhere else, she goes somewhere else.
Is this a discussion that y'all are just like having currently?
Well, mostly I said high table because like I was like laying out what's going on, and then just we can kind of... Because I'm sure part of that conversation would have happened as we're like scaling down and we're looking at the sheer amount of people we have.
Yeah.
Because it's not like the slaves can really and truly go anywhere. So bare minimum, I imagine they're going to need to at least come down into the sewers where they can wait, like a shelter, like a, you know, the people who aren't fighting. Usually go into a safe spot, and that's probably as safe as it's gonna get. I don't know. It's away from prying eyes for the most part.
Okay.
So
final take
I don't know. Well, does anybody have any other loose ends or things they want to bring up or ways they want to approach stuff?
I'm good with coordinating the criminals to take market within the proposed timeline. Is there a reason why we're not like, because another initial plan was to hold the cellar. If we were able to hold the cellar, we could leave the vulnerable in the cellar and hold it as an actual stronghold, as opposed to having the sick and the frail in sewers.
Do you have a good way of going about doing that? Because now that our relationship has kind of changed and you seem like you're trying to leave us after the fact, right? If I were to bring it up, would Mauve think that's a good idea and want to participate? Because we can't spare any of ours to stay here.
Yeah, none of us are staying in the cellar.
We can't stay in the cellar.
We're
We're
leaving.
going to be resting in the sewers, but if we can get a crew that we can trust to hold the cellar, we can leave some people here. Otherwise, we're just leaving them. And then, I mean, shit, at this point, if they find out that there's been a prison break, they find out. And yeah, there will be chaos in the city, but we might just have to take our chances with that unless you have a proposed solution. Not to talk much further because we're close to time anyway, but thoughts?
Yeah, no, unless you guys were willing to leave like some of your allies here, Mauve already knows that the criminals don't want to stay here, so leaving the criminals here wouldn't be ideal.
Right.
And Mauve
Right.
also is not keen to leave Brutus, Daff, or Pike here because she
Right.
needs them with her, and she's taking you guys to the Iron Tower. So if it comes down to
You
having
telling me I can't keep Pike?
if it comes down to keeping the slaves down in the sewer, then that's what we'll go with.
Okay, then the only thing I can foresee being a problem is that we left the nobles, but even then they don't know anything of merit about what's going on, that it would particularly be a problem. It would truly just look like a prison break. They'd be like, okay. So I think that's probably where we're at then, question mark. So we will still need you to guide us to the tower. So we all go down into the sewers. We leave the people who aren't willing to fight
In the
just
sewers,
along
yeah.
the sewers so that they can stay safe-ish. We're guided to the tower, and then you split off and take the rabble-rousers to market, and then we all do what we need to do and be ready at go time.
Mm-hmm.
Blaine?
Okay, I'm noting things currently. So Mauve will escort players to Iron Tower, drop them off, take all the criminals, and go to market. The players
Do
will...
I need to take the criminals there, or can I entrust that the criminals will do that on their own?
You could
Like, do the criminals need to be
tell them
led?
that.
Yeah, because ideally I would like to just have the criminals do it on their own. And like maybe I can meet up with them after I've dropped off the party at the Iron Tower, but I don't want to have to come back and like corral them. I want them to be ready.
I
They're
understand.
volunteers anyway, so
Yeah.
We're,
I don't
we're
see why
at
not.
They were
time,
voluntold.
of course, but brevity's sake, Thornbridge would try and finagle his way in and see if he could escort the criminals to the market for you.
Gross. Could you send him with Brutus? Really, that won't end terribly.
Either Brutus or Pike, because Mauve already gave Pike the go-ahead to slaughter Thornbridge if he's being weird, so
Yeah.
I'd be okay with that. If someone is also with Thornbridge, regardless of who it is, could do.
I'm keeping Pike, so I vote Brutus.
Players could also vote to send Darius or Sarah or Morkella at that point as well if you wanted to do that. Just
I
as
want
a
to hold on to
point, just-
Morkella.
Same.
Sarah and Darius they're both impartial to me if one of them has a preference to go. Because they think it was Darius's mission. Fuck it. If he wants to go back to market,
Yeah.
if he thinks
Oh, yeah.
if he holds that, I'll be like, all right, bud, pop off, whatever.
Yeah, we could send Darius.
I think if you guys were willing to send Darius with the criminals, then I would also relinquish Brutus to also go, so that they have the strongest men to be able to like take care of that.
Okay, that's a compromise. I think that's fine.
Okay.
True? Yeah? Okay.
So
Sounds good to me.
Darius, Brutus, and
Thornbridge and
Thornbridge
criminals.
and Crims go to market.
Because Thornbridge promised to get other people on our side anyway, so if there's even more to come from that, I'll let him cook. Because we have to deal with our magic users at this point and let them rest up, so.
Okay. Then the rest of the party, when I say party, I do mean like everybody else, is going to go through to the Iron Tower. And at which point, Mauve breaks off with Daff and Pike.
Yep.
Okay.
Huh?
So what?
And
I was going to say, since that is all...
My new friend.
I'm gonna roll. Well, no, as soon as I rest, I think it would break anyway. I don't lose consciousness, but I was gonna say it would be nice if I can like connect brains of all the different like people, but perhaps not. Perhaps I'll just trust that goes okay.
Can I
So-
convince Pike
I'm really
to
good
stay?
at that.
Rest of
Trusting.
party
me.
makes way to tower. Mob and party break off. Party rests? Question mark. We'll get there.
Yes, if you will allow us a long rest, timing will be tight, but
So
Can I
for
convince Pike
as
to stay with me?
yeah, how many relationship points did Pyrie build up in those few hours to persuade hard enough? What are we for Pike?
shrugs. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. But I am gonna end because I want to make sure we end close to time at the very least.
Yes.
Now that we know what's happening,
Yes.
what I'll say is, since we have reached the point where Mauve would break off,
That's what I was trying to like.
Yeah. I was like, I will break Mauve off then. I think if everybody. That allows Mauve to not have to be in the next episode too, because you're gonna be in here for 2 or
Thank
3
you,
episodes.
Sal.
You know?
It was a pleasure.
Thanks for
Your
joining
character
us.
was so
Sal.
fun.
I can't wait to talk about her.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear about
I
it. my
love
God.
Mauve. She's
I-
crazy.
yeah,
I loved your guys'
I need a T-shirt. I heart mom.
I heart rat.
I
Oh,
heart
no.
were rat.
I can't wait for Blaine to bring you back in like episode 75 as like a were-rat.
Maybe I'll say
No,
the
literally.
day.
I mean, yeah. Who's to say? Like, her character is gonna be off doing something, and unless she dies, her character keeps doing stuff. We just won't
Yeah.
necessarily be aware
Y'all
of it.
are on
so.
Eternia, and then you just have Pharaoh Rat Mauve diving in.
Jeez.
Oh.
Very cool.
Yeah. What a session. That was a lot. That was a lot in that session.
I'm so glad we got through all the way to the point where we could break Mauve and Sal off.
Mao.
I couldn't decide which one to say, so I just went, yep. So true.
That's
Yeah.
my next
I-
character.
It's
Me mentally was
slightly-
fighting really hard while also wanting to roleplay really hard.
Mhm. The break off is like ever so slightly rushed, but not really that much. I think it'd be like the first
Yeah.
15-20 minutes of the next session, and then
Yeah.
not so much. But we will begin at the point where Mauve drops the party off, so you will have gone through the sewers.
Sounds good.
And then I'll ask any clarification questions that I might need. But thank you, everybody, for being here for the 50th episode of The Echoing Isles. Very exciting. If you
What
have
an
not
episode
already,
it was.
what an episode it was indeed. Top 3 goddess wasn't a god.
Holy shit.
Everybody
Yeah.
saw a depressing death of their own character. Well,
Mhm.
Matt saw it all, but you know.
Yours was so accurate for me. I was so proud of you.
My dude, I actually sat for a long time on everybody's character, and I was like, what's the most awful way they could die?
Yeah.
That was fun.
Oh my god, it's so detailed too.
Mm-hmm.
You're
And then
so
of course,
thorough.
I yeeted you everything from that as well, Mads, so you can read it at your leisure. You can see even how I structure everything.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
And then I put everybody's death in the main chat. But in any case, everybody, please make sure you go follow my streamer friends. They are amazing and wonderful. Thank you all for being here for another episode of The Echoing Isles. We will see you next week for episode 51.
51.
That's the last one of Mauve. Right there.
I got fucked.
Yeah, you did. Alright, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your Monday nights. Get a snack, get some sleep, do whatever you're going to do. Stay safe out there, and stay bold. See you next week.